ちは飛ぶ無限の多さその先へと進む足元の砂が私たちを支える友達と一緒に駆け抜ける太陽は微笑んで空に輝く透明な水に心を洗う替えから拾いながら笑顔がはじける二人だけの恋を探検しよう海の中で夢見る二人冒険が待ってるこの場所でこの笑顔この瞬間未来へ私たちの夏はここにあるよ魚たち踊るエメラルドの中手をつなぎゆく声が響く無限の波乗り沈む夕日共に歩む道は永遠夜の海は静かにささやく星の光が道を照らす海の数に二人寄り添ってこの瞬間を永遠に閉じ込めよう海の中で夢見る二人冒険が待ってるこの場所でこの笑顔この瞬間未来へ私たちの夏はここにあるよラムツビートで私たちは飛ぶ無限の多さその先へと進む足元の砂が私たちを支える友達と一緒に駆け抜ける太陽は微笑んで空に輝く透明な水に心を洗う替えから拾いながら笑顔がはじける
Hi, hello, I am here and ready. And as you can see, I got my tinfoil hat on. I am so ready for this. Also, I added a most recent YouTube subscriber thing up there because I realized it only shows my Twitch like followers and subscribers. Hi, welcome to the stream, Millie. Nice to see you again. Yeah, so it is starting very soon. It is 3, so the stream will be starting, or Jeff Holiday stream will be starting soon, and then the watch party can start. Yeah, I hope everyone's day has been great. I've done a whole lot of nothing. Still nothing. Need to. I need to see if there's a way where I can have the Twitch followers and the YouTube subscribers go into the exact same place, but without, like, how do I describe it? Like, without the names overlapping each other. I don't know. Maybe I can make them like super duper tiny and just put them next to each other. Got everything good. I did an audio test before starting, but hopefully uh the recording test actually is the same as the streaming. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but oh yeah, there's ads. Ah, gotcha. That sounds tiring, but I hope I hope I hope the birthday is nice and you have fun. Stuck sneeze. Okay. Where are you, Jeff? Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. I am kind of nervous to do the stream, but like, oh well. I don't know if this is copyrighted or not. Oh well. We will see. My stream. No one. I am. Oh, there's captions. I'll turn those off. There. Mute the music for now. I don't. I assume it's not copyrighted if he has it as his intro, but I have no idea. I have no clue how long he's gonna take either. Eh. Yeah, trans rights. Let's go. Ah! Ah! Paper, why? It's so loud in my ears. Hashtag trans rights. Yeah, I have my sound up a bit. Everything's gonna be like loud in my ears. I have like, hey, he's here, he's here.
Is this thing fucking on? Is this thing
Ah.
fucking on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Jeff Holiday channel. We're gonna have ourselves a grand old Wingnut Roundup. This time for January of 2024. How is everybody doing out there? How is
Hi.
Don't ask
I am
me,
okay.
'cause I'll tell you the truth. Ah, holy jumping Jesus H. Christ. What a fucking month. Yeah, so if you guys did not get a chance to see any of the numerous attempts for me to try and do the roundup this month, it was quite unsuccessful until today, because surprise, we're actually doing it. Largely because first my house lost its heat, wouldn't come back on, and then I got shingles.
Oh,
Hooray!
lovely.
Shingles. For those who don't know, shingles is a reemergence of the same virus as chickenpox. If you've ever had chickenpox in your life, you had the virus inside your body for the rest of your life. It never goes away. And it sucks. It can randomly happen in times of great stress or
Yeah.
random things, and lots of different things can
Yeah,
trigger it.
January has felt
But it
kind of
is very
long.
painful, and that is why I'm wearing a hat and will not be
A lot
taking
has
this hat
happened.
off because apparently the first site of infection when I got chickenpox was right fucking there on the top of my head. And it sucks. Hurts like a bitch. Like a bitch. I'm also a little bit out of breath because I thought I had everything ready to start the show. And then I looked over. I didn't have my chair. So I had to go and get my chair. But this thing is like old.
Relatable, thinking I'm ready for stream, and then I'm like, oh, my mic's not set up.
This year has already been rough for me, and others, and it's only January. But we have the Wingnut to look forward to every month.
We do.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for all you do. I hope you know how much you mean to us. Less than 3.
You mean the world to me as well. Puppet on Strings, thank you so much for that. Very, very generous. Very sweet of you. You guys mean the world to me as well. And I'll get into that. I'll get to that in just a minute. Yeah, no, but I was out of breath because I went and grabbed this thing, and it was rattling around like crazy. And
Jeff has drip.
I realized it was only held on by 2 of the 4 bolts, and they were
Like, I love how he dresses.
out. So you could have seen me totally eat shit live. You missed your chance. You missed your chance. Not today, Sam. Yeah, this is a very important Wingnut Roundup for me. Because the Wingnut Roundup it reminds me of the nice things, you know? And in a world where things seem to be increasingly less nice.
That's one way to put
It's
it.
nice that, you know, I can come and hang out with you guys for 3 hours and do this very intentional, specific show. We're checking in. We're having some time, some special time. It's Jeff Holiday time. Sit down, enjoy, relax. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, I am drinking non-alcoholic Corona this evening. I'll have some other fancy stuff, but let's just say I've been inspired.
I had to choose between this stream and another stream that I was also interested in.
Oh.
You monster. How dare.
I know.
Much rude. But I chose you because you are a beast. Greater than 3. And trans rights.
Trans rights indeed, my friend. Trans rights indeed.
Trans
Especially
rights.
now. Yeah. I've got to change that too. Otherwise, we're just gonna have a whole lot of text to speech all day long. Hopefully. But yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough lately. It has been a rough bit of time with a whole lot of crazy shit happening. And for that reason, was I supposed to be at 10 or 15? I'm just going to put it at 10. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I like hearing you guys talk back to me. For that reason, it's really important to me to be able to do the roundup. One of the reasons why I was freaking out when my heat went out and then I get sick and all this kind of shit. And I'm like, I am not missing a roundup. I have not missed a roundup for... Fuck, dude, I don't know how long it's been. It'll be getting close to...
So long.
It was the very first roundup we ever did was in February. I want to say it was 2018.
That's crazy.
No. When the fuck was the first roundup? Somebody's going to have to go look that up. We're getting close to the anniversary of it. Non-alcoholic on my preggers? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm inspired at times of crisis when I feel like I need to have a very clear mind because things are fucking terrible. Maybe it's a good idea not to drink.
True, though.
It's just my vibe right now. But I still want to laugh, and I still want to kick back and hang out with you guys. So we're going to have a good time. We're just going to do it non-alcoholic style. You all can have drinks for me, and I would appreciate it if you do. Cheers to you. Cheers to me. Cheers to our family.
I'm cheersing
Alright.
with energy
Yeah.
drink. I got energy drink, I got water, and I got root beer.
Really? Damn. I mean, if I started doing this in 2018, that would make sense. Been watching at least 5 years, and there was a bit of a backlog then. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've been watching Jeff for so many years. I don't even know how
It is
long.
what it is, you know? It is what
Back
it is.
when, like,
Now-
Jilly Juice was a big thing.
I think a few years back, I actually said on the roundup. Now, I maybe somebody can find this and somebody can't, but I'm pretty sure I said on a roundup, if you ever see me do a roundup sober, you know that something in the world is wrong. have some fun. This is what the roundup is all about. We're gonna watch some crazy, weird, wingnutty stuff. The strange
Let's
things that I
go.
was able to find over the past month or so to share with you. No safety net, no scripts, no nothing. Just you, me, and a good fucking time. Are you ready? I'm
Yeah,
fucking ready.
let's go.
Let's watch the first one. And it will probably piss you off, but that's okay.
Oh no.
It's okay. We'll be giggling a lot tonight. A lot. For a little bit of context, Troy Casey here, certified health nut, old Mr. Slap the Balls, seems to have lost his YouTube channel.
Oh.
I don't know when. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know whomst. I don't know whemst. I don't know where. But apparently that did happen. I guess I was sleeping when it happened. But he is still on Instagram. And he took it upon himself to do an interview with the Children's Defense Network. And this woman, who I'm very familiar with, runs the organization now because only a few months ago, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. stepped down from the organization. You might have heard of that guy. Might have heard he might be up for running the United States healthcare system. Well, he was part of this organization for years, founded it too, up until only a few months ago. Just thought we should revise this. It's probably a good idea.
As Troy Casey, certified health nut, here at the Children's Health Defense event here in Phoenix, and I have Mary Holland.
I am the CEO of Children's Health Defense.
And so you gave a presentation today. Can you tell the people what the name of that presentation was and the essence of what you said?
Yeah, it was about food, and it was about food and health. But I talked a little bit about the challenges for the new administration that I think is really committed to making America healthy again. And what's so tough for them is if they go too fast, they can be derailed. If they go too slow, they can be derailed. So it's a very tough kind of tightrope that they have to walk. And I think what I have a lot of confidence in as an individual and as somebody who works at CHD and has worked with Bobby Kennedy for 15 years is
Bringing it out right away. Bobby Kennedy, worked with Bobby Kennedy 15 years. Keep in mind, now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he has no control over this organization, quote unquote, anymore. They apparently didn't get the memo that they're not supposed to attach him to it anymore, but, it is what it is. And he is currently right now being grilled by the government over whether or not he's an anti-vaxxer. But, here they go. Hang him for us, will you?
Is Bobby knows
Yikes.
what the North Star is. Bobby knows that he wants to make America healthy again and children healthy again. And he's going to have to do that within a very tough political environment. I explained to people today, there are 7 pharma lobbyists for every member of Congress. It is a very, very powerful global institution with billions.
Making excuses for why he might not necessarily be going up and saying, vaccines cause autism, which is what they want. What these dipshits want to hear.
Billions and billions of dollars behind it. So he has to make change. He has to show results. And if he goes too quickly and he gets all of industry against the administration, there's a price to pay for that. I believe as a community that cares about health, cares about children, and I'm saying this as an individual, we have to support what they're trying to do, and we do have to have some faith. We can't.
Right. They think they're being clever enough that they can kind of skirt this by if it finds anybody that's outside of who it's intended for. This is intended to basically say, hey, anti-vaxxers, it's okay. It's all right. He's having to play politics and hide his power levels. That's what's going on. Don't lose heart. Don't lose faith. They're conning, they're gaslighting their way into the control of the American healthcare system. Okay.
Can't know all of the obstacles that they're facing on the inside. Bobby wrote 4 books at Children's Health Defense: The Real Anthony Fauci, Letter to Liberals, The Wuhan Cover-Up, and we know where this man stands. We have no doubts about what he understands to be the truth and what needs to happen.
You brought up 3 points. One was transparency. Callie Means is also on this.
Right.
It's not that we need more studies. It's
Right.
pretty self-evident. However, to bring it out into the light of the public, you mentioned 3 things in your talk, and one of them was transparency. Can you
Sure.
illuminate that, please?
Yeah, and I agree with Callie on this. Transparency, choice, and access. So they have to make all the information that they have at the federal government available. Safety data link, the information for Medicaid, the information for Medicare. It has to be open to any scientist, any member of the public. We need de-identified data to really make good analysis. We need to have choice. There should be no medical mandates whatsoever. If you're going to have health, you've got to have choice. Health is not about mandates. And then the last thing, you've got to have access. So people have to have access to truthful information. We didn't have access to truthful information in the past. The government bottled it up, pharma bottled it up. I think they're committed to making the information available to people.
How? Okay. Anyway, I needed to include this a little bit because one, it's the ghost of Troy Casey coming back to haunt us because, like herpes or shingles, you can't get rid of him forever. Even with his channel disappearing, he's still around. You can't get rid of your past RFK Jr. and these people are still simping for you. And all of this is a massive gaslighting of our government and our people. Yeah. I hate to start the roundup on such a bummer, but I want to get it the fuck out of the way. I want to get it out of the way because I need people to understand, like, it does not matter. He has not changed. All of these people are still here. They're still doing the same fucking thing, and they still believe in him, and it's all a hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink situation, okay? So we're all on the same page. Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure. It's part of the job. Now we can have some fun.
Yay, let's go.
This fucking stupid world. This stupid fucking world. Let's see. Screw Bucket! Thank you very much for that again. Appreciate you. Mickey says, that's why you're wise beyond your years. Smart decision for a temporary dry spell. Love you, dude. Hope you're on the mend soon. Me too. Darth Acutis says, here's money to cover a candle if the heater's not fixed yet. The heat is fixed. is. I'm very excited for that. Certified health. See you next Tuesday. Sure. I was promised laughs, and instead I am upset again. Yeah, I know. I had to get it out of the way. I apologize. You're here for Wingnuts. Those are
Wingnuts, let's go.
You're here for Wingnuts.
Yes, we are.
I will give you all the Wingnuts.
Thank you, Jeff.
Some of these are okay. Hang on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna interrupt the flow that I was gonna do, and I'm just gonna throw a wingnut straight in there. One that everybody always loves. Let's fucking do this. Let's go. Go.
Hi,
It's him.
My name's S-Rob, and I want to know, do extremists want me off social media? I have been hacked. Lots of people get hacked, but they haven't just hacked. I'm locked out of my Facebook, locked out of the Instagram account, the s.rob.magic with the CK magic is real. I'm locked out of that. He's turned the account private. Interestingly, he deleted at least 2 videos. 2 videos are deleted, the one about fleeing from terrorists and the one about where people, some of the fans think that I'm Moses. Both these things would be offensive to terrorists or extremists. So this person is probably an extremist.
Like you do. Like you know, casually, ISIS just hacking random mystics in England. Why not? They do probably hate the occult. Probably. He's probably not wrong about that. So,
You know, I mean, I don't get this nowadays. I'm starting to understand it. Okay, do extremists not want me anymore? I'm that much of a threat. They want rid of me because my books instantly get put online for free. People download them, they don't buy them, and now what money I'm making from that, from books, and also from I've just started as an Amazon influencer. They're trying to choke off by taking away my social media.
all right. As somebody who does sail the seas on the internet, you know, don't pirate S-Rob's books. Don't do that. It's fucking S-Rob. Like that's probably take it like you, one person that's interested in buying one of his books. You yourself are probably responsible with that one book purchase for taking, I don't know, 50% of his revenue for the month.
That biggest threat to terrorists, to extremists, to people that are anti-book, that are anti-knowledge, that don't want people to know that I am being removed from the internet. Is this what it is? Please share this as far and wide as you possibly can. People must know.
Personally, I think he should just cast a spell about it. I mean, just use some fucking magic, man. Show us some fucking warlock powers or something. Just realized that light is like. Usually I have this light pointed up, but it's like right in my fucking face. Holy shit, I gotta fix that.
People must know that the extremists are trying to take people off the internet. They're trying to remove the occultists, remove people like me, the free thinkers. And when you remove people like me, you lose the ability to express yourself. Forget about the governments. I am your last line of defense for freedom of speech. Because if I can't see what I want to see, you can't see what you want to see. People like me are the last line. So we're starting to go. That's it. Forget about it. There is no freedom of speech anymore. If people like me can be removed from the internet, freedom of speech is gone. Anywhere in the world, that includes America, it's gone.
Circle
it's
of protection. Circle of protection on S. Rob and his freedom of speech.
Share this video. Share far and wide. You can download it using downloads and put it on sites. Put it wherever you want. Spread it around. Do it as much as you can. Because we need to fight back now while we still have freedom of speech. While we still got some freedom of speech.
This guy is out of it.
Because it'll be too late.
Somebody's like, I love how he's so occult. He's got his skirting board on the ceiling. I just realized that. That's crazy. I don't think I saw that anywhere in England. I think that's an S-Rob thing.
From now or next year, it's going to be too late to do anything. We can only do it right now. And it isn't just about books, about the occult books. It is partly about books, because books are what I do. I love books. I love writing books. But it's not just about the books. It's also about the ability to express myself and for other people to express themselves. So share far and wide. Share it, download it, put it on the internet, put it on podcasts, put it anywhere.
I expect to see him appearing on Joe Rogan any minute now to explain like terrorist censorship on the internet. Indeed, I hope so. The thing is, it is really a tragic state of affairs that there's a lot of people out there that are famous. And I don't really feel like necessarily their fame is very warranted. Like, I mean, whatever. Different strokes for different folks, different tastes, that sort of thing. But then there's some people, some rare few, that have an overinflated sense of importance and celebrity that I wish actually had that. And S-Rob is one of them. I wish he was like a massive celebrity. I would be such a stan. I would follow his every fucking move. I would buy the magazines, Like, I would be all about it. I don't know. I love him. I love him. He's a good dude. S-Rob.
Hey, I'd buy a magazine.
He's a good dude. Okay. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. Would love S-Rob on Joe Rogan. Me too, man. Me too. Absolutely. Is he endorsing piracy of his own stuff? No. He was saying, like, it was one thing that people will steal his books. Like, he puts them out there, and then automatically somebody's, like, downloaded them and given it away for free. Which I don't know if that's actually true. But, but, like, that was the thing, Stadium shows of balloon magic. Yes. Unironically, yes. A whole stadium full of people learning about voodoo balloonology as he's up there with his fucking modeling balloons. And the modeling balloons and the pump are all mic'd up super fucking loud.
Yes.
Makes everybody have these nasty shivers, like every pump. Every pump. All right. Here we go. Remedy H. Remedy H is gonna catch us up on the truth about
Every
some current
pump,
events.
huh?
Hey, brothers and sisters, what's going on?
Hey.
Don't get carried away with this fake-ass plane crash.
Oof.
All right?
Oh, yikes.
Don't get carried away with this fake-ass plane crash. If y'all saw the video, and when that copter supposedly collided with the plane,
Oh, no.
that copter supposedly collided with the plane,
Uh-huh.
it looked like a big old giant firecracker in the sky. I'm so serious. It looked like a firecracker in the sky. It was just like a big old, just like a spark. All right. We know it would have been bigger.
Okay. So the guy whose entire
Yikes.
belief system is based on movies, he's mad because the collision of a helicopter and a jetliner just wasn't cinematic enough. Just wasn't fucking cinematic enough. Like,
That's
what
wild.
The fuck?
How are these people
It
real?
should have been a bigger fireball. It didn't look like a Michael Bay movie. This fake.
But what is it that they're trying to hide?
What? He is snorting.
Because you got to remember, they're trying to draw minds from what's here. There is a surge. There's a huge surge, a huge, powerful surge of energy that's coming through the planet.
Uh-huh.
All right?
All right.
And this energy is coming off the water. That's why they tried to do the thing over the water. They're letting you know the energy is coming off the water.
Sure.
And
why?
This is something that's causing their system to collapse. Right now, the stocks are plummeting.
What is he going on about?
So because the stocks are plummeting, they decided to fake a plane crash with a helicopter. Why? What? Why?
And what does that have to do with energy from the water?
All right. Anyway, oops. Okay, let's go a little bit longer. All right. Yeah, whomst is they? I'm curious about that. Whomst the fuck is they?
Plummeting right now. Things are happening. No matter how much they put the shit on paper, remember, paper is only an illusion. Everything that they put on paper is an illusion. It's not real. They have to write it down. They have to make you believe it. Therefore, if you believe it, it becomes reality. All right? Understand what they're doing.
Okay.
They got to make you stay. They showed you. When I saw the video and I had to watch it again, and I was like, if this copter hit this plane,
yeah,
there should have been something different going on. And the crazy part about it is,
you seen a lot of mid-air collisions there, buddy? You know, happen to be around a lot of places where suddenly a helicopter and a plane kind of go together. Like, you seen that often? So you'd have a frame of reference, so why it might not look right. Have you, buddy? Have you? Fucking shit.
After the copter hit the plane, supposedly, I didn't see the water move. I didn't see anything go down in the water. I didn't see a splash into the water.
It was. Oh my God. It was dark. It was. It was. It was dark. And I just tripped all over everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the worst idea ever. Oh my God. I seriously almost fucked my foot up really bad. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I gotta be careful or this video in specific is going to kill me.
All right? Y'all don't get carried away by this here. Anytime you see something like this here, just like when they talk about 9/11, all right, September 11th of when September 11th happened. What was going on then?
Do you not remember what year it was?
That was a huge surge of energy.
Oh,
that's going through the land.
Oh.
Anytime there's energy, and they literally want to create blockers for us. Anytime there's energy, you got to understand that they're creating something. I heard Bedell, the video with Bedell talking about.
All right, who cares? Fuck you. Jesus.
Literally.
You could be a truther about fucking anything. anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not surprised by this at all. It makes it's no difference to me. There is okay, chat. What is some of the dumbest and craziest and funniest truther stuff you've ever heard of? Like for me, the not the moon landing was fake kind of thing, because like that's not really that interesting. But like
True.
conspiracies, moon trutherism, like the moon isn't real, it's a hologram, or the moon is hollow. Which, by the way, Moonfall is one of the best movies ever made. Pure gold, genius. That kind of shit. I love that kind of shit. Really, really wacky. What's your favorite?
Ooh.
Looks like the blockers.
What is mine?
Jeff. Yeah. Flat Earth is pretty good. Flat Earth is pretty good.
I don't know mine, honestly.
I avoid the flat Earth stuff, man. Closest I came was the concave stuff. You're a Trump poopy pants truther? That's not even a conspiracy. That's just true. that's just legit.
Does anyone else? Does anyone?
Hollow Earth is good. Yep.
I don't know if anyone is watching my stream, but if you are, what's yours?
Hate that Wingnuts go off on this stuff when people have died. Even scary that 47 does it too. Yeah, that's true. Dinosaurs were not real. That's a really good one. Michelle Obama, Michael Obama. Yeah, that's a good one.
Obama.
North Atlantic penguin conspiracy theory. Hans are hot. Penguins are fucking gay. I didn't even look at Hans this month. I was going to too, and I think that's about. I think I had a list of people that I was going to specifically go and look at. First thing in the morning, on the morning that I woke up and we didn't have any heat.
I think a really funny conspiracy theory is the pigeon one. The pigeons aren't real; they're just spies.
Good shit. Radiation from traffic lights is pretty good. All right, let's get back.
I have seen baby pigeons.
That one guy that thinks mountains are giant skeletons. Oh. Oh shit! Hang on. I gotta get
baby pigeons are nasty looking.
If my shit would work, I've been having trouble with my Stream Deck. Is it gonna work?
Okay, my friends, another shocker du jour.
Yeah, Roger. Roger's great. All right. Anyway, next up, here we go. There's this insufferable cunt.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bill's Front Porch. Here's what I woke up to this morning. A man named Bill Bliss, who also lives in Daytona, is angry that someone posted a meme about the evils of Sodom and Gomorrah and called for putting prayer back in the schools. Mr. Bliss wrote a blistering response. He says, "This meme is an example of Christofascism, the idea that all other religions on earth are evil and only the Christian religion should be allowed to exist in our country or anywhere else." He then goes on to declare that such belief goes against what Jesus taught.
True, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Bill doesn't like this because Bill is actually a Christo-fascist. Like, legitimately a Christo-fascist. That's his bread and butter. That's who he is. It's hoopst he is. Yeah. But he's putting his foot down on this one.
That Jesus never taught us to restrict other people's freedoms or to enforce one belief system on neighbors. He complains about pointless religious wars of the past. He finishes up by saying, "It is memes like this one that drives good people away from Christian churches, and for good reason."
All of that person has said is correct. 100% correct.
Yeah.
The greatest enemy to Christianity is Christian fascism and propaganda and overt authoritarianism pushes people away. There's definitely enough space for having Christian values, whatever the fuck that means, but base level kind of Christian values in a secular world. There is all the room for it. Believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. Just leave it out of my business. But that doesn't sit well with Bill.
Well, first of all, Mr. Bliss, Christians don't force Christianity on anyone. There was a time when the Catholic Church
Bullshit.
did that. The
Bullshit.
Catholic Church has been violating Christian principles since it came into existence around 325 AD.
Well, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's anti-Catholic. Yeah, I forgot about that.
If you want to know
Yikes.
God and the truth about Christianity, you must go to the Bible. That book is the only source of spiritual truth given to man on earth.
Oh no.
Yes, all other religions and their writings are counterfeits.
Oh no.
I mean, come on, man. Like, it's not even that good of a book. It's pretty fucking boring. Like, if you want a nice long read that's gonna be really inspiring, read Dune. Better than the movies. Read Dune. That's a great book. A lot more.
Well, now I'm gonna
I
have to
can
check it
prove
out.
And yes, I know that probably makes you mad enough to spit blood.
Unironically, the ratio of people who don't understand Dune and the ratio of people that don't understand the Bible are also probably pretty similar. There's quite a few people, well, maybe not the people that read it and really thought about it, but like the people that watched it or very surface level consumed Dune probably don't actually get it. Like, yeah. That's actually one of the reasons why he had to write another one.
Blood, but that is a hard spiritual fact that comes directly from God Almighty. But what Christians do that apparently angers you is that we publicly proclaim the fact that there is only one God and that Jesus Christ is the only path to knowing the one true God. And that is one of the most documented facts of ancient history.
Nope. Negative. Nope. And also, if you're going back to like the historicity of the olden time traditions and where Christianity came from, what happened to all the other gods? I mean, old time Judaism, that was not a monotheistic religion, my dude. What happened to all the other gods? I kind of like the idea of the Gnostics and how they portray God. That's some fascinating shit.
I really like
maybe
Hellenism
maybe God ate
with
all the
the
other
Greek gods.
Right? Maybe.
The USA was
But personally, I'm an
absolutely
omnist,
founded
so
upon Christian principles to be a nation under God. The founding fathers allowed freedom for all other religions, but Christianity was and is the lifeblood of the United States.
No. Most of the founding fathers are not Christian. As far as a belief system amongst the founding fathers, most of them that were religious were deists. Not the same fucking thing. Not the same fucking thing. No, but it was always.
I don't know if I even heard of that.
You can just whine and piss your diaper and cry about it, Bill. But you're wrong.
And here's another hard fact that you probably won't like. Every major problem this nation is facing can be traced to walking away from our Christian heritage. And you want to know why people like me are calling the USA back to our Christian roots? It is because evil agendas cannot survive where faith in God is strong.
Anyway, so what about that that little part of the Bible where it's very, very stern commandment, not like one of the 10 commandments, but a commandment of God's to go forth and multiply. Well, why are you defying God, you childless, unlikable old fuck? What about that, Bill? How can you live your whole life in sin without producing your kin, your offspring? You are a shame to God. Fucking hypocrite shit. Anyway, Bill sucks. Anyway, he ends this video where he offers to buy coffee for this guy that he just made. Okay, for the context of this video that Bill made, this is Christian Christofash boomerism in America right now, right? There was a meme, and Bill was like, I like that meme. And then a guy was like, that's why people don't like Christians, why Christians are losing members of the congregations, and that goes against like good values that like Jesus would believe in. And Bill goes, I'm gonna make a video because you don't like this meme I didn't make.
It's true.
I don't want to ever hear this motherfucker talk about the uselessness of things
That's
like
so
TikTok
funny.
dancing videos and shit. What the fuck? What the shit? Oh my god. The complaint department over here. He didn't like the meme. Anyway, then he
No, he
says
didn't
why
like the
did
meme.
Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan.
What a
Bill
crime.
Does indeed suck. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, the video that he made sounds like a horror title? Which one? I think it was a different one. Okay. Anyway, what is this one? Yes. Okay, here we go. Now, we've had this guy on before. Sam the Illusionist. But Sam, apparently, when he's channeling different types of aliens, sometimes lays down with a washcloth over his face. Sometimes
Oh no, an
sits there
alien
with a
channeler.
purple, and
Let's
I think
go.
he's contacting different aliens, I believe. Also, still don't know why he puts 5K heart up in the corner of his video. I don't know, because, like, his only has 3.8 thousand, and they all have that. I think it's like a psychological thing. Like, you see that, and you're like, oh, yeah, I should probably like the video. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should definitely like the video. So in that case, I'm just gonna kind of gesture at it while we're here live. I'm just gonna gesture at this, subliminal.
I think I've already
subliminal,
liked it.
Symbol up here, and
Yeah.
just see if it works. We'll just see if it works on mine too. You know what I mean? Anyway, here we go.
State that the entity Donald Trump is a wanderer of a positive polarity and can be considered as a soul complex which has traveled back in time to assist humanity in this evolutionary time period. However, we can also sense that
I don't agree.
there are other entities close by, the entities such as Elon Musk, who is also a wanderer, however, who has
I'm
forgotten
cringing.
its true nature and primarily has received many tools and technologies from the Orion Anunnaki reptilian gray social memory
Okay. Okay.
I don't
So
even.
Trump is a soul wanderer alien. And
I hate this.
Elon Musk is an alien that has forgotten its origins, but is of the Anunnaki reptilian gray social memory complex. Kind of wishing this was alcoholic right now.
complex, which is the reason why the entity Donald Trump must be extremely careful of the entity Elon Musk, as the entity can be influenced in allowing such technologies as neural link to propagate, which will lead towards more control of your peoples and lack of freedom of personal thought forms of your peoples, which will occur if this happens. Therefore, we can sense upon scanning the Akashic records, there are many events which will occur after the entity Donald Trump is inaugurated. These events primarily are, as we can sense from the probabilities of infinite possibilities, the first event is the culmination of the disclosure of extraterrestrial entities which will be released to the public.
Okay. So
I don't think my hat is big enough for
I know
this.
this is torture for a lot of you. So Donald Trump is a soul wanderer, and Elon Musk is susceptible to the Anunnaki reptilian soul complex.
What does that even mean?
Because he's hooking everybody up to the Skynet Neuralink and wants to curtail individual freedoms like Trump doesn't. But, that's cool because Trump is going to release all of the information about extraterrestrials as soon as he's inaugurated.
Still waiting.
I gotta tell you, man. What's really, 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 really fucking strange. You are hard pressed in the world of wingnuts to find any of them that don't want to suck Trump dick. It's crazy. Like Farsight. I went to go and try and find us a really good Farsight video because they're always
Doesn't
funny,
surprise me,
and
honestly.
they're nice and happy and lighthearted and everything. Almost everything that I could find that sounded like it was going to be fun and lighthearted, and I watched probably like 4 hours worth of Farsight content this month. All has a bunch of Trump dick sucking in it. This is the least dick sucky I could find, except for one, which we're gonna watch next. But like, that's just fucking weird. It's just weird.
I don't understand.
And you know, like, if I had access to these wingnuts, just so I could like ask them this question, because you're like, yeah, you know, Trump's this divine messenger being and all this sort of thing, and like, if I could just kind of be like, Anyway, I would love to have some kind of response to them to understand like where their brain is at in correlation to reality. That would be fun. This is Farsight? No, this is not Farsight. Like, the Farsight shit was so irritating. I was like, no. I would rather watch Sam the Illusionist than the Farsight like Trump dicky sucky shit. Like, no, no, sir.
Nope.
Good fucking God. My boyfriend always asks about the Great Black Dragon. We have a Great Black Dragon update.
Yes, the Great Black Dragon.
You gotta wait for it.
Oh.
All right. Moving on.
I'm glad he's still alive.
Of all people, to say something not just completely flattering of Trump, Rachel Renestra. So check this. This is actually pretty interesting.
I'm not surprised there's a bunch of
political with me here.
political wingnut stuff this month.
A little sus about the inauguration. First of all, Trump never put his hand on the Bible. Now, what is going on with that? Is that like sort of like let your yay be yay and your nay be nay kind of thing, or is there something more nefarious? Like, he purposely would not put his hand on the Bible.
All right, so like that was true. He never put his hand on the Bible. There are some people who are really freaked out about it. I'm not, because I'm not superstitious and I don't think it means anything. Although I will say, if he did put his hand on the Bible and then burst into flames, that would have been great. That would have been awesome. Purely cinematic, perspective.
That would have been hilarious.
And it was right there. It was so obvious. And the other thing is Eric Trump. Eric Trump's wife was like nudging him to not do these Illuminati signs because he probably didn't think he was on camera. It's a really funny bit. Like, check this out. I'm going to put it right here.
This is actually pretty good. He's flashing the gang symbol, man. He's flashing the fucking gang symbol. Like, if you have to stay under wraps and you can't like just be overt, you know, like tattooed on your hand or something. That's one way you can see.
Scaring the heck out of me.
Weird. Just weird. I mean, if we're going to ask questions and notice things and, question everything, then we gotta question everything. Help me out here. What do you think?
I'm with Rachel on it. That's pretty strange. Out of all the things that Rachel has said and done and talked about, this is probably the least weird out of any of it, and like some legit basis in reality. He did not put his hand on the Bible. That is weird. That's pretty weird. You're supposed to do that. And then his son, for some reason, is standing very awkwardly. I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe it's my tummy hurts. Maybe it's my... I mean, it's not... It's just awkward. But, like, their whole family are fucking mutants and shit. So, I guess it's not that awkward. I don't know. Is that weird? I don't think so. It's because he really wanted to do the diamond cutter at the camera, but he knew he couldn't do it, so he was just kind of like, DDP fam. People are going to think I'm a big wrestling fan. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. Tri-beam. Yeah. Sure.
Tri-beam.
Gangster symbols. Asked him to stand like a normal human. Indeed. Uterine pride stance, maybe. Yep. What happened to the Trump Bible? Maybe that's why he wouldn't put his hand on the Bible, is because they wouldn't let him bring his own. I want Trump branded Bible. Not in any inferior. Made in China. Okay. Bible. Need a Trump Bible. Yeah. I thought you could put your hand on anything from the Bible to the Kitab Ali Khan. Yeah, anything, really. There have been people that have been sworn in using lots of different stuff, for sure. Never a president, though. It's always been a Bible for a president, because we've only ever had Christiane president in this country. I know, weird. Seems strange. Feels overrepresented. Very strange. All right. Let's get we're drifting away from that whole genre of wingnut and moving into more silly fun. We got a little bit of this tail end, but you're gonna like this. You are really gonna enjoy this, I promise. Here we go. Let's fucking boogie.
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order ordering the declassification of files relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That's a big one, huh?
Hey.
A lot of people are waiting for this for years, for decades.
What?
I love that this dude's so obsessed. He's like pointing out his previous video showing the comparisons of freckles. Fantastic. Wow, that's a big one. A lot of people waiting patiently. They have not. Anybody who's been like really concerned about JFK, RFK, MLK, assassinations, etc., anybody who's really into that has already made up their mind many times over about whatever the fuck they think it is. That's just how it works, baby.
And everything will be revealed. Okay? Give that to RFK Jr.
Yes, sir.
If everything being revealed is anything less than we faked it, none of them really died.
Yeah.
We lied to you all these years. They're all still alive. Well, if it's anything less than that, it's a bunch of BS hogwash. Because
I love like when conspiracy fights, right? When conspiracy fights is like the greatest thing in the fucking world. Because they get so petty about it and they get so smarmy and smug and like, yeah, but I knew. I was in the know, actually. I was saying that for so long, way before the rest of you fucks, okay? All right?
oh, and if he's
why do you say give that to RFK Jr.? Because it's the order to declassify documents relating to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., and also Robert F. Kennedy. So JFK's brother, which is RFK Jr.'s dad. That's why.
really gonna come clean about everything, well, then maybe we'll get some of this revelation as well.
What?
Trump is actually Elvis. No, dude. I've never seen that one. I haven't watched this video all the way. I saw just this first little bit, like literally up until the point where I paused is where I stopped watching this video, and I had not seen this part. Hang on. No. We gotta.
He's really gonna come clean about everything, well, then maybe we'll get some of this revelation as well. And hey, speaking of revelation, I couldn't help but think of Revelation 20 verse 7, where it talks about the serpent dragon is Satan, the devil who is bound for 1,000 years, and after the 1,000 years, how he's released to deceive the nations. And how Lucifer is considered another name for Satan, who is often depicted as a dragon. Now let me connect these dots for you. The Statue of Liberty is Lucifer. And if the statue...
I have heard that quite a few times. Like, that's a pretty common and pretty fun conspiracy, is that, like, the Statue of Liberty is actually kind of like a curse put upon America. We don't really know that it is, but it's actually supposed to be a giant statue of the devil. Pretty great.
What?
Peach Wingnut. This is fucking awesome. This is such a good palate cleanser after all the other shit that we just went through. This is great.
Liberty is Lucifer, and the Statue of Liberty's face used to look exactly like Elvis. That would lead you to believe that maybe Elvis is actually Lucifer. And you know who I've been pounding the drum that Elvis actually is, and not just with speculation, but actual evidence to back it up? Well, then take this final leap with me, and let me help you do it. Ready? Here it is. You remember how Lucifer is also the dragon?
Yeah. My mind
Here you go.
can't even fathom.
Mr. President, you gonna put that on speaker for us or what? Mr. President. Thank you so much.
You are a great fighter, man. I'll tell you. You make it so easy. I don't know how to do that. Congratulations. I wanted to watch that fight tonight. I wanted to watch it. You were great.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. You gave me the dragon energy when you shook my hand on Sunday at your rally.
Oh, he let it slip. He let it slip. Whoever the fuck this guy is, apparently, who apparently has Trump in his phone, I guess. Let it slip.
It doesn't matter if King Kong was in front of me, I was not going to lose after...
Excuse me? Bacon powder, he gave him that dragon energy?
Ooh.
I wonder maybe if what I've been saying is just happens to be right. Why don't we take a little closer look at some more of Revelation?
Dude, let's do it.
And the whole earth marveled as they followed the beast, and they worshipped the dragon, for he had given his authority to the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is the beast?
Whomst.
And who can fight against it?
His
and
name
the
is
beast
Jay.
was given a mouth uttering haughty and blasphemous words, and it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. Well, this man was literally just given authority for 48 months. So maybe he'll come up 6 months short.
Hey, you know what? He's starting to convince me, guys. He's starting to fucking convince me. Like, I mean, you know, things are starting to kind of line up a little bit. I'm all sugar.
Of finishing his 4-year term. Why don't we start right here, though, back at the beginning, and let's see what they tell us full disclosure is, because if it's anything less than what I said, telling us that those guys never died, well, like I said, he's full of hogwash. Entertainment purposes only, though, of course, I know that.
Why are you whispering? This is
that made me uncomfortable.
Why are you whispering? You know,
the whispering made me very uncomfortable.
You know the satanic Illuminati cabal that monitors your YouTube videos, and they're watching, and all of a sudden they're like, "What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?" Damn! If only we had invented rewinding or volume control on our Satan computers. What the fuck, dude? Satan can't hear whispers. I'm fucking dying, dude.
That he's going to really reveal the truth and how the CIA took him out. Okay. Entertainment only.
Just memes, just jokes, just goofs. Just jokes, just goofs, everybody. Just goofs. We're just goofing around. We're having a good time. We're just goofing. We're new boot goofing. New boot goofing. No big deal. New boot goofing. Right. Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, so that right there is some clear evidence. At least I believe. You know, that's pretty clear.
Yes.
Damning.
Pretty clear evidence there. Yes.
That Trump is actually secretly Elvis, but also the devil.
Yes, absolutely.
How much more do you need it spelled out for? You know what I'm saying?
Sounds pretty believable.
We should maybe hear from a different dragon. Do you think? Maybe
yes.
We should hear from a different dragon. Maybe the one who is the Alpha the Omega, the beginning, the end, and the destructor. Vigo. Oh wait, no. No. What was his name? Oh yeah, the Great Black Dragon.
Great Black Dragon, let's go.
I've cranked up well over a total of 4,500 people.
Slut. Way to brag. I mean, my numbers ain't even close to that for how many people I've cranked up.
Well over a total of 4,500 people.
Damn.
Those of you that wind up on a ship, which will happen within 24 hours.
Yeah.
Or you'd be contacted. And meet with a representative from RET family, friends.
Sure. It's going to be like orientation. You get picked up in the ship, and all of a sudden they show up in a fancy little outfit and uniform, clipboard. Hello. Welcome to the afterlife. Take your time.
You'll have met them well inside of 24 hours, and you'll be set up and have your equipment, your card, money card, your money cards, one personal, one business, which is the business of the new nation, which you're going to sign your new ET tablet by putting your thumb on it. It registers your DNA.
Oh, it's not a clipboard. They like hand you like a pad, like a Star Trek style pad, you know, and you put your thumbprint on it, that sort of thing. Okay, cool. We're getting more details than we usually do on what's gonna happen after he comes and like destroys everything. So this is cool.
And so you get your homes, your cars, your money, your equipment, and then within 4 days you're on the ship.
Cool.
You're all going to be taken right to your personal rooms. You have another set of clothing with you that's like what you have, what you wear, and another set of clothing that's just what we wear on the ships.
Right. Moon unit uniforms, lots of rings, very tight spandex.
And then from there, you're guided to the main room where you're all going to meet. It's going to be 4,500 of you in there. There's a immediate role.
This is not my connection. I tried. I went through multiple times to see if there's any way I could fix this. There is not. This is all on his videos.
Break down into small groups relative to your.
You separate into smaller groups relative to your, and then I have no idea. So sorry.
You're gonna all what they're expecting you to do is work like 20 to 25 hours a week.
Wait, we have to work in the afterlife? What the fuck?
But a lot of you.
Yeah, what? I don't want to work in the afterlife.
What the fuck? There's work in the after the end of the world?
No thanks.
What the fuck? Hang on. What kind of shit is this? Every other motherfucking religion out there with some messianic fucking figure is to save us from all the stuff that sucks. Like work!
Literally.
And the thing is, I like working. I like having stuff to work on. I like projects. I like to stay busy. I love that kind of shit. I'm all about it. I'm a workhorse. But at the end of time, when everything else is destroyed and my entire life and reality has been uprooted, I want that to be a choice. The ETs expect me to work 20 to 25 hours a week. Well, they can expect I'm going to take a giant shit on their tiny little chest. Shut the fuck up, you stupid-ass gray bitches. I'll push you over. Fuck you. Am I going to become the afterlife's first bully? Yeah, bitch. Make me work. Fuck you. I will fucking ruin you. Jesus. That makes me mad.
After about 4.5 months, y'all are going to be situated.
I'll join you, Jeff.
First, I gotta have some old dusty fuck like this cranking me up, whatever the fuck that means. Sounds sexual. Then I gotta watch him annihilate my planet, kill all the fucking animals, destroy all my friends and everything I've loved and held dear. I gotta deal with these dipshit aliens handing me like a happy pad, so I gotta stick my thumb on it. I only get one set of fucking clothes, which probably not my fucking style. Then I gotta fucking, I gotta fucking work? All because I let this old dude molest me? That fucking sucks. Fuck your religion. It fucking sucks, dude. I'm turning my back on this. This is not good.
In circumstances where you're coming out with some of your hybrid friends, associates, that's when they're going to be showing themselves. But you're not going to be wearing your ET stuff or your clothing you wear in the ship. It's not mandatory. It's nice stuff.
It's gonna. I feel like it's implied, though. I feel like it's implied. You know, like you have your one regular outfit, and then they give you their clothes, and it's kind of there's an implication there.
Yeah, there's an implication.
Jeff, the tight moon spandex is totally your style. Maybe it would be. Maybe it would. But at the same time, I don't want to wear tight spandex. Everyone will then know that one of my balls is bigger than the other, and I don't like that. I'm very insecure about it, okay? So I don't want that public knowledge. I don't want it broadcasted in silvery spandex when I walk down the halls of this fucking giant spaceship or whatever. Fuck, man, this sucks.
You won't be wearing that in open around the planet for about 4.5 months when the ETs finally show themselves. You know, in the meantime, you all are working and doing stuff. A lot of meetings you have on the ship.
Let's be naked. See, that's the thing. See, if everybody was naked, everybody's got weird balls, right? Everybody does. Oh, no. Shut up. Yes, you do. Nobody's going to look at my weird balls weird when I can see their weird balls. That's the answer. Everybody go naked. Easy. Makes you feel better. Small ball. If you average them together, they're both perfectly normal sized.
But your orientation comes, like I said, about 4.5 days after you meet.
This is why I'm supposed to drink during these things.
Hybrid assistant.
Yeah, sure.
You have to orientate yourself with the crew. You have to orientate yourself with the functioning of all of you in general, what you're doing and how it works together, and the responsibilities you'll have that you'll enjoy. Then you have to be orientated with all the technology that you're being exposed to. Then you have to be orientated with the ship and cruising around in space.
This sounds so lame. This
Unfortunately.
sounds so fucking lame. God, this sucks. No.
Different races, different planets. You have a lot to do.
I mean, that's cool.
Those that depend on you while you're gone, they're all taken care of. Your animals, pets, and stuff, they go with you. All your homes have replicators in there for food and other stuff.
Star Trek, okay. It's just Star Trek.
My advice would be to get an overnight luggage of some sort and have it ready.
You want people to pack a bag like they're waiting for labor? What's the bag by the door? It's for, no, what? Like when the Great Black Dragon rears. Wait. Who's the Great Black Dragon? It's this old guy I let molest me at this one point. It's not important. I think it is. Anyway, it's so when he decides to ascend the mortal plane and then rain fire and death and destruction all over the planet, I'll be ready to take that with me when I go to join the ETs. Sorry I asked.
Can you imagine actually telling someone that?
Stage of insanity. They're ready to let me out.
Probably do a wellness check on you.
All right. Anyway, let's. You know, honestly, I would approach it kind of like prison. You know, like you're going somewhere and you're not going to be able to have access to the things you had before going in. So you're going to have to think of something that's going to be worth on the inside of the spaceship. What will spaceships not have? Same thing that prisons don't have, and you got to import them. Cigarettes. That's what I do. That's what I would do. If I knew that this is going to happen, the whole world's going to fucking end, for some reason I'm going to end up on this dipshit, dumb fucking starship cruising through the galaxy with my brain full of the knowledge that I let an old man grope me, I am going to bring cigarettes. Cartons and cartons of cigarettes. And I'm going to get all those fucking aliens hopelessly addicted to cigarettes. And then I'm going to ration them out and start talking about how my supply is dwindling. Price has gone up today. Because we're running out. I would own that motherfucking ship before I ran out of cigarettes. And then we would go and find a planet with something else we could smoke. Damn, now I want a cigarette. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer, and I have not had a cigarette in I think a month. I think it's been like a month. I've just been vaping instead, because I just kind of like...
Hey.
It's funny, too, because I had figured out how to be a full-time smoker for $125 a year. I figured it out. I figured out how to do it. Because there's loopholes and ways to get around a whole lot of the taxes and the high prices. There's totally ways to do it. I was like, fuck, dude. $125 a year for my vice? That's fucking awesome. That's so cheap. And then I woke up one day and I'm like, yeah, but I feel like shit. I think I'll just vape. And so now I just vape. I figured it out. And, vaping is at least much better. Oh, yeah, it's still not good for you or anything, but it is much better for your health than fucking cigarettes. That's for sure. When are you going to quit the vape, Jeff? Fucking eat a dick. All right. Anyway, moving on. You know, so before we jump back into the next Wingnut, it's an interesting month. So I'm having a good time, and I'm really glad that you guys are here. But at the same time, it is going to be rough. And I do want to say before I get near, even further into the roundup, make sure and take the time to take care of yourself and take care of your friends. Check in with them, Find a good inspiration, whether it's horrible things happening out in the world. I don't know how you feel about things, but if you do, if things are getting you blue, maybe you just have seasonal depression. It's January. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's kind of a depressing time. Make the attempt. Reach out to friends. Take this as your sign to reach out to some people and hang out with them, Because the simple fact of the matter is there's a lot of things in this life that we can't do anything about. But I'm sure it was nice to at least have the violin music while the Titanic was sinking. It's better than not having it at all. So, with that in mind, let's continue playing our violin and have a fun time. I'm just a cheerful little fucker, ain't I, tonight? Let's go. All right, we're bringing back Bob Larson. This is 8 Things You Don't
I would take as advice if I had people to hang out with.
I want to talk to you about 8 things you don't want to have in your house.
You know what's great? So Bob doesn't do concise content anymore, right? He does these long form ones. The name of this video is 8 Things You Don't Want in Your House. He doesn't get to this point in the video until 8.5 minutes in, and then he finally talks about the actual topic. Before that, it's just fucking blather, making my job infinitely more difficult. Fuck you, Bob.
That are detestable, that are an abomination.
I want that quote on merch now.
I'm going to go through this list simply, and you're maybe going to find yourself somewhere on there, or someone you know. Let's just put right at the top of the list, pornography.
Oh,
Better
not have any dirty magazines in your house. No, no, no.
With so many people who became demonized because they found a stash of porn.
It's too late
from
for
their
that.
father or mother. A man I was doing a virtual encounter with the other day, highly demonized, said that when he was just a child of 6 or 7,
just a little baby,
he was in his parents' bedroom. He wasn't looking for anything. And he happened to notice something under the bed and pulled it out, and it was hardcore pornography. It was his dad's porn. And that started him into a lifetime of godless, immoral behavior, possession by the spirit of Jezebel and other demons that took him over.
It's always Jezebel. Okay.
Always
Rally up,
Jezebel.
family. We're gonna
Always.
have a little chat here. Radical action. We're gonna start buying porno magazines and then just leaving them everywhere. That way, we can leave demonizing bombs all throughout our home countries. People will randomly come upon them and be infested with demons. Demons! Now, we don't want to be breaking any laws necessarily, so we're going to have to make sure this is only in places where people are restricted to 18 and over, right? We only want adults to be exposed to this sort of thing. Otherwise, it'd be gross and fucking weird. But there are plenty of people who have been indoctrinated by their weirdo Christo-fash fucking families that maybe they just need to all of a sudden see some hardcore pornography. So we'll do it. We got to find these spaces where they're going to be. Maybe an adults-only Bible study group. Yeah? And we'll go and sneak in the bathroom and just drop a bunch of hustlers. That'd be fucking great. I love this idea.
That'd be so funny.
Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Gonna inject your bullshit into my goddamn government, my daily life, and trying to do that to my kids' fucking schools. You're gonna see a whole lot of dick.
Because it found porn. I've had other cases where people have told me about finding, back in the day, VHS videos or DVDs that were there, and sometimes they will say, well, turned on the TV, and guess what? Ended up on a channel that many of them offer, especially the streaming
When I was a
services,
small child,
like called soft porn.
I went downstairs.
And it was these things that they became
Let's say I was
interested
indeed
in
scarred
illicit
by what was on the
sexuality,
TV.
and eventually became demon possessed because there was
Yeah,
pornography in the house.
I don't even remember how old I was. I just know I was super
Whoever you
young.
are, this strikes home. One of the 8 things you don't want in your house that'll get you demons in the house is pornography. And number 2 on the list is one.
What is this? What is this? It's a porno mag. This is how you get demons. Do you want demons? This is how you get demons. It's so good. It's talking about it like it's ants.
You're probably expecting, and that is the Ouija board. When people come to see me, they do an intake form and they fill it out, all the different things they've been involved with. The most common thing people put on the form is the Ouija board. I think that's affected more people than anything else. It doesn't always get you a demon, but it can. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's simply a board of pressed cardboard.
Yeah.
It's got a wood-like feel to it.
Yeah.
And it may have the letters of the alphabet, the words goodbye, yes and no, numbers sometimes, and then you have this thing called a planchette that you put on it, put your fingertips on it, and ask the mystifying oracle of Ouija a question, and then it moves, or maybe it doesn't move. But I've had a lot of people tell me about that thing moving as the pointer, it's called, and if you ask it a question, it may point to a number, it may point to a series of digits which represent the spelling out of words.
We have all seen a Ouija board get to the fucking point. Please.
And I've had a lot of people tell me they tried it back in the day before they were a Christian, and it spelled out demon or the devil. Some people think it's just a game, just curiosity. And sometimes I've heard of young people, even children, finding a Ouija board in the home that was put there by an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, a parent. They
Oh
just
my God,
stashed
Bob.
it away,
Jesus
they found
fucking
it,
Christ.
got it out, tried it, and got demons. Some of them even have made their own Ouija board. So one of the 8 things you don't want in your house is a Ouija board. Well, we've got through pornography and Ouija board. There are 6 left. And number 3 on my list is Harry Potter or occult books.
What?
A book like that.
Harry Potter.
Can create an interest, especially in young minds.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with Harry Potter, but not quite. If you've already bought your Harry Potter books, that's fine. Keep your Harry Potter books. Keep your Harry Potter stuff. Whatever, it's fine. Just don't buy any more.
Agreed.
Fuck
Agreed.
Joanne. Fuck J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to steal Harry Potter, you should maybe do that.
Yeah.
Steal some Harry Potter. Because for every Harry Potter that gets stolen, that's somebody else not able to give that money to fucking Joanne. Fuck Joanne.
Yeah.
Joanne can suck my fucking butthole.
Agreed. Preach it, Jeff.
And the supernatural, and there's no moral component to that. It's neither good nor evil. It just is. And of course, the idea of Harry Potter is that evil depends.
Are you advocating for stealing, Jeff Holiday? Yep.
On how you use the supernatural. Whether you're Harry using it for good, or one of the other characters using it for evil. And this is what witchcraft is about. Things just are. It depends on the motive of the person. No, it doesn't depend on the motive of the person. The occult is the occult, witchcraft's witchcraft. And I've had parents come to me confessing that they allow these books in their home. And sometimes all of the Potter books, but not just Harry Potter books, other books that have to do with witchcraft and the occult. If you have them in your home, that's number 3 on my list. What are the 8 things? Get rid of them. Number 4 on my list is New Age and anti-Christian books.
What does that mean?
List of things we could go into here.
What does that mean?
It could be A Course in Miracles. It could be some old Wayne Dyer books or
what?
Other books about
books from pretty much any of the other wingnuts on my show. Okay. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Pretty much any books that aren't the Bible or
A bunch of yoga.
Like fucking the worst written shit ever. Too good. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead a little bit because some of this is like.
This is an interesting one that I felt the Lord wanted me to emphasize.
Okay.
Objects of soul ties. Could be an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend who's not somebody you should be in relationship with anymore, especially if you become a Christian. It could be an ex-spouse. It could be an ex-business associate. Anybody you had connection with, anybody you form, a sexual, emotional, a spiritual, a fraternal, or some type of business relationship with, and yet that person turned out to be evil, or you know something really bad. Maybe
so anything that was associated with them, you got to get rid of it because otherwise it's tying you to this, and it's a connection to evil and blah blah blah. Somebody was asking what's wrong with yoga. Yoga has a spiritualist component to it. You know, like you're breathing and connecting with the universe.
What?
It's all very soft and harmless. Whatever, but to people like Bob, that's how you get demons.
Jezebel's gonna get you.
Let's try the next one.
Number 6 on my list. Superstitious objects.
Like,
oh, this could be a very long list.
Like crosses?
Like some seeds you've left burning, or maybe some crystals or dream catchers. Now,
What?
let me just address that a little bit further, if you would, please. Crystals. Rocks are sometimes very beautiful. God made the rocks, so they're not evil in themselves. So just because you have a crystal that you got at a rock store doesn't mean that it's bad. I'm talking about those of you who have used these things as a means of healing or connection with the supernatural, or in some type of occult context. Maybe you
Listen, if you've ever gotten a jade egg from Goop, you got to get rid of that thing. You got to get rid of that thing, because that's how your vagina gets haunted. That's all there is to it. Listen, I'm just following Bob Larson's recommendations over here. Jesus fucking Christ.
There's one
Bob.
weird demon.
That's silly. But now that as he's been mentioning all of these things, I'm just kind of thinking about all of the different, occult and demonic things that I have around me. So much porn. But, I don't really keep anything from exes or anything like that. Not really. It's not really my style at all. But, I have a collection of wands that I've had people send me, which are pretty great. You know, this one's an official.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cobra. A bunch of different stuff. You could even say skull iconography, necromancy. Lots of literature that he would find highly questionable. Indeed. You had to send back your quartz butt plug, unless it has a engraving of our Lord crucified on it. Then yes, it has to go back. Yeah. Yeah. Rocks are an abomination. Yeah. Yeah, no. This is a legit King Cobra wand. Cousin Matt actually went to Casper and met King Cobra and got a wand for me. I still had to pay for it though. It's $50 fucking bucks. It's a fucking lot for a wand. All right, there's a whole lot. Following along in the lines of our Christian creators. Hey, thank you very much. Look at me and I'm all slutty. What are you talking about? This is good, wholesome gear.
Chad, I think you will agree that this is slut.
It's not slut.
It's giving cunt. It's slut.
Is it giving? Am I giving cunt right now? I
Nah.
guess. I don't know.
I think it's got pretty good drip.
I'm just over here living my life, man. I'm living my life. You have a surprise for me? For when I'm done. Oh, surprises. Surprises. Oh. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I will ask for a bathroom break here in just a little bit. Put it away. Put it away. Put it away, Jezebel. Be gone. Be gone. So, very relevant to what's going on in the studio right now. Let's talk about masturbation. Woo!
What? That took a
It's gonna
twist.
tackle something that might make people feel uncomfortable, but it's extremely important for us as Christians to address it, especially.
I'm thinking one of the reasons I might be uncomfortable while we talk about masturbation is because of you, Nick.
In a time where this grave sin is destroying the lives of many people. We live in a society that normalizes and celebrates behaviors that can be spiritually harmful. One of these behaviors is masturbation. Today I'm going to speak on this subject not only from a biblical perspective, but also a scientific one as well, emphasizing that what we do in private can not only affect our spiritual walk, but also our physical health. We're going to...
Wait. If you masturbate way too much, it can definitely affect the way you walk. Not to overshare or anything, but there was this one time when I was stuck at my grandma's house and they had a copy of Under Siege, and I was going through puberty, and I couldn't sleep that night, and I watched the cake scene with Erica Liniak way too many times, and let me tell you what, I walked around the next morning going, don't want it to hit the sides of my legs. Ooh, So it could definitely impact the way you walk. I agree, Nick. I agree.
explore the story of Onan in Genesis 38 and learn about the consequences for wasting your seed. And I will also reference a study showing that masturbation nearly lowers a man's testosterone by 46%, leaving men weaker and less empowered. What's going on, guys? It's Nick Kiswani back for another video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel today. Before we get into today's
welcome everybody, I'm Nick Kiswani and
welcome to the Cum Zone.
Yeah, let's go. I've been waiting for this song.
Double jointed pussy, fresh balls, elegant ejaculate.
Anyway.
This video, if you guys like Christian content, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel down below if you are new, and turn on my post notifications so you never miss a new video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the story of Onan. In Genesis 38, Onan is commanded by God to fulfill the Levirate law, which required him to marry his deceased brother's widow and father a child on his behalf. This child would carry on his brother's name as well as his inheritance. However, Onan selfishly refuses to do this duty and instead spills his seed on the ground to avoid conception.
So this is 100% true, a biblical story. Nick, much like anybody else who for some reason thinks it's any of their business whether or not you pull your pud, spank your monkey, tug on the old carrot, does not understand it and wants to rephrase it into a way that makes sense for their own weird, fucked up, creepy, you're creepy belief system. So we can talk about it here in a minute, but let's let him go for a little bit.
We read in Genesis 38, 9-10, where it says this, "But Onan knew that the offspring would not be his, so whenever he went into his brother's wife, he would waste the semen on the ground so as not to give offspring to his brother. And what he did was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and he put him to death also." Now, Onan's sin was not just him wasting his seed on the ground, it was about his rebellion towards God's plan, his selfishness, and his refusal to honor God's command to carry on his brother's lineage. In Onan's case, he was wasting his seed for selfish purposes rather than using it for its intended purpose, to bring life and honor God's design for family and reproduction. Masturbation also involves wasting your seed and abandoning God's gift of sexual.
Okay, so here, class. The story of Onan is actually a story about traditions and rules. You see, back in the day, if your brother died and he had a wife and she didn't have any children,
Thank you.
It was up to you to bang his wife and produce children who would then take his name and continue his line, his genetic line, his lineage. They didn't call it genetics at the time. It was lineage, right? That was the whole point. Onan did not jerk off into the dirt. Onan pulled out. It wasn't that he didn't bang his brother's wife. It's that he banged his brother's wife and then denied his brother's lineage. The whole point was that he refused to let his brother's lineage live on. It was a slap in the face of his brother, and his brother being able to continue on in the only type of, like, progression that they understood through familial breeding. That's the point. God basically said, bro, lame. That's lame. But what's fun is, God's not real, so who gives a fuck? Like, come on, man. Anyway, that's the whole point. It has nothing to do with masturbation. Onan wasn't over there, like, jerking off into the fucking dirt. No. He went, close one. Close one. No babies for you. Sorry. Which is also what I always do. Every time. Anyway.
It's a selfish act fueled by personal pleasure, rather than fulfilling the purpose of intimacy and relationship that God created within the marriage covenant. Masturbation is an act usually done in isolation, disconnecting yourself for God's plan for sexual expression, which
that's literally the only way I can come is disconnecting myself from God's plan.
In turn leads to sinful desires like lust and covetousness. Just like Onan wasted his seed, we waste an opportunity for holiness and purpose when we give into self-gratification outside of God's will. Now let's take a look at the scientific aspect of things, which gives us a deeper look into the
yes, let's look at the science. Sure.
the implications of masturbation. A study published in the Journal of Urology in 2003, accessible on PubMed, examined the effects of masturbation on testosterone levels. This study found that testosterone levels decreased by 45.7% following ejaculation, and it took 7 full days for these levels to return to baseline. Not only does masturbation...
I looked this up, like, while I was watching this video initially over a week ago, and then I read on it, and it was like, oh, yeah, it is not this simple fucking thing like he's saying. And I memorized, like, all of the factual stuff to be like, actually. And then I remember nobody gives a fuck because obviously this dude's an idiot. So who cares?
Have a spiritual effect on the
And I
body,
forgot.
but it also has a physical one as well. When men engage in masturbation, their testosterone levels drop significantly, leaving them physically weaker. Testosterone is crucial for strength, vitality, and just your overall well-being. When we engage in behaviors that lower our testosterone and weaken our vitality, we are not living in the fullness of what God has called us to be as men. And the same applies for women too, excluding the testosterone part of it. This is where the body...
You know women have testosterone? Did you know? Did you know that women have testosterone, little feller? Did you know that? Did ya? Guess not.
Bible and the science align. God calls us to live a life of strength, vitality, and purpose, and masturbation actually works against that purpose. It's not only spiritually harmful, but it also weakens men physically, diminishing their God-given strength. In the Old Testament, God's judgment on Onan for wasting his seed can be seen as a reflection for his desire for us to live by his design, not only to spiritually flourish, but physically as well. In 1 Corinthians 6:19-20,
I'm having a hard time listening to this guy.
When we misuse our bodies through acts like masturbation, we're also dishonoring the temple of God. This is why we need to take seriously not only the biblical teaching, but the scientific evidence.
Why do you... Leave people alone. Leave them alone. If somebody wants to jerk off, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Literally.
You never know if that one fucking fap sesh right there is the thing that's keeping him from going to his place of work with a semi-automatic rifle pumping round after round into coworkers and teammates. You never know. You don't know. It's not good to deny people the simple pleasures that they might need. They might need them. You don't know what they'll do? Leave people alone. I like to think that they can figure their shit out. If they're hellbound and damned for whatever fucking reason, let them. What do you care? I have so many jokes I want to make about this dude, and they're all so insensitive and so cruel and fucking, like, legit ableist and shit, and I cannot do them. I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth. We're gonna fucking move on.
Come.
Death orgy. That's right, baby. That's right. It's my favorite. That's what really gets me going.
Death orgy.
Yeah. And also...
They call them dumps. Big, massive dumps.
That's not true. That's not true. I pressed the wrong button. That's not true. That's not true. What am I looking at? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I might have to do what I've done before and do like a much longer stream to cover more of what we're about to watch, but I want to share a little bit of it. Everybody loves Jimmy Payne. Everybody loves Jimmy Payne, but not everybody is willing to listen to a lot of Jimmy Payne on the Roundup. Many people are, some don't. So that's kind of why I try not to do a whole lot of Jimmy Payne on the Roundup. But we're going to do just a little bit. And that way, if I get a chance to do more of this specific stream in the future, then I can do so without like imposing on anybody who really didn't want to sign up for it. You know what I mean? So this is called Vampires with Jimmy Payne and James Rand of Super Soldier Talk. And this was hosted by the Cryptid Huntress, who is a gem, an absolute gem. Here we go. Time for some Jimmy Payne.
Jimmy, since the vampires have a octopus-like blood, some people say the octopi are not from this planet. Do you think that the vampires are potentially an extraterrestrial of some sort mixed with human DNA?
Yes. I know.
Yes. Vampires are extraterrestrials mixed with some DNA.
No, they are. They're genetically modified humans.
Cheese.
We're being colonized.
We're
We're
colonized.
being occupied. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you keep hearing reports of vampires and werewolves and all this strange stuff.
Yeah.
Bigfoot. These are genetic experiments that some of them I have been privileged to witness firsthand.
Wow. That's interesting.
Hang on. Somebody said octopi is an incorrect. That's true. Octopi is an incorrect term. You never
Yep.
mix Greek and Latin, so it would be octopuses.
Yep.
It would be octopuses.
I know that our
Octopuses is the
government
correct
studies
way to say it.
demonology, and they have they study some of these fringe things, and they're very much a part of all of it. And so that would explain, I guess, some of this.
That
Now, you
comment
say
though.
that vampires are demons. Do you consider vampires demons, Jimmy?
Yes.
Okay.
They're a step beyond Satanist.
What?
They're
So
they're a step. Well, they're more than a step beyond Satanist.
Uh-huh.
They're evil. It's not human what you're looking at. It may appear to be human.
Sure.
It is not human.
Sure. Are we talking? Are we talking like the Nosferatu vampires, like the undead, like rotting dudes? Or are we talking about like Edward Cullen, like the skin of a killer, Bella? Do you think his penis sparkles too?
Probably.
I'm just curious. Moreover,
Probably.
I don't really care about the penis. Does his balls sparkle in the sunlight? Do you think? I'm really
I
curious.
think so.
Did
I think
Stephanie
they
Meyer
would.
ever actually tell us about that or not? Is there an explicit sex scene in one of the Twilight novels where we get the overt description of sparkly balls? I'm just curious. I think about this. I fucking think about Twilight an unhealthy amount of time. Like, I'm not fucking around. This isn't a bit. This isn't a joke. I fucking hate Twilight, and I think about
Same.
it all the time, and I want to constantly watch the movies all the time, and I fucking hate Twilight. But I'm always thinking about it, and I'm always quoting it. And, like, I make random, like, frames of reference, like, yeah, well, it could be worse. It could be a werewolf trying to fuck a baby. And people are like, what? You haven't seen? Okay, fuck it.
what if a human was to mate with one of them? Would the child would it convert into a chimera? Something
Like a
even-
hybrid?
Yeah.
Hybrid.
There
Like
was
on
a-
Underworld or whatever
Yeah.
those movies are.
James, it's possible with the sperm, but
what?
It would still have characteristics of a human.
This is
mixed with it.
groundbreaking.
I believe that's how they're shielded. You have an inner layer and outer layer of them, which is the inner layer is totally a vampire, and the outer layer may share traits of it. It may drink blood and also drink a little milk. But
yeah,
that's where you get into the Satanists and everything.
Right. Big fans of milk. I don't know what he's talking about. I do live close to where Twilight was filmed. I've been to the high school where from Twilight, and I've been to Forks, and I've been to like lots of places actually where they filmed that fucking terrible movies.
Well, I've been seeing this one video that's been going around of a guy who claims to have video, and I've seen the video. It looks like Nosferatu, basically, walking through his home, and he says that this is a vampire that has followed his family around for centuries. And I guess he comes from a long line of, I don't know if they're vampires or vampire hunters. I haven't done my research on it, but I'm sure people in the chat are familiar with it too. But this is modern day. And he's terrified because this vampire has been underneath his house. It's in his house. He has a video of it walking through his living room. Now, are these connected generationally, Jimmy? Like, if your family was haunted by vampires, can we expect to be haunted by vampires as well, or hunted by vampires?
I don't think so. What I believe is that when you see one, there's more around you. He's just in the general area.
pack animals.
They are a very close knit group, okay? And safety is in.
Yeah, like the Cullens, you know, like nobody's good enough for Edward, and they're weird because they all hang out together and don't really associate with anybody. I get it. I saw the movie.
Numbers, and you get an outsider, they'll kill it or use it for sacramental purposes. That's why I say you have to be careful. Cults. New Orleans has more than their share of cults. You may go down
True.
there and be doing a paranormal investigation and
Sure.
wound up like the other two that were murdered. Okay. You have to know your way around New Orleans.
This is depressing as fuck because they seem so bored with reality. They just have to make things up for entertainment. That is so many people. I have had this theory for a long time that a good chunk of wingnuttery and conspiracy is because people have too much time on their hands. Because they ain't got to work or they ain't got like other shit going on, man. Absolutely.
And
they're just bored.
Lived in that area or have relatives in that area. I wouldn't go walking around at night.
You can walk around. You don't need to worry about vampires in New Orleans. You need to worry about gangbangers. I would know. I've been mugged. I lived in New Orleans.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't. Fine during the day, but not at night.
Not in some. No.
Okay, Jimmy.
In some neighborhoods, it don't matter if it's daytime. You do not go walking through that fucking neighborhood if you don't belong there.
James, a guy named James Ring has a question in the chat.
Oh, that's my account.
I know. I was kidding. I know that's you. So how could one theoretically go about killing one if necessary, Jimmy?
Good question.
Well, you want to stop his heart. All right. You take a wood stick and a hammer, and you put it through his chest. If it's dead, you didn't kill anything. It was already dead. It can look like a deceased person.
Were those gangbangers vampires, to be fair? I don't know. I don't know.
You can't go to jail if you run a stake through a dead person's chest. But if you hammer in that chest and he or she is trying to wake up, you got a vampire.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. If you if you approach somebody who seems to be asleep and or dead, maybe just a deep sleeper, and you take a stick and a hammer and you start trying to hammer it in and they start squirming, that's a vampire. Are you fucking out of your mind? Are you fucking oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Jimmy's gonna get somebody killed.
Okay? It'll look like someone that has died from TB.
Okay. If they're really pale or anything like that or something. Okay, I get what he's saying now. All right.
They can imitate a deceased person. And they sleep during the day because if they get out in the sun, it's going to burn their skin. They'll get sunburn. They're not going to burst into flames, but they're going to get a sunburn.
Ah, interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Jimmy, we have a lot of questions in the chat. Are you down to answer a couple of questions?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay. Do vampires go after certain families or people? Like it kind of correlates to that question that I just asked. But do they go after certain people or certain blood types?
Well, now on the blood type, let me get my note here. Just give me a moment.
I imagine Jimmy's notes on all of this. I imagine that Jimmy has like an entire fucking library of like shelves and shelves and shelves of handwritten fucking notes, like something out of the movie Seven, you know, like something like that. Alright. Anyway, memory holiday. Can I use the bathroom?
I guess.
Okay.
You slut. Bathroom slut. Little slut going potty.
Don't say potty.
upset that I just said potty.
Hi, ma'ams.
Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Are we all fatigued with the bombardment, the shock and awe they're throwing at us?
Yep.
Just a reminder, make sure to take some time for yourself, for your mental health. Do things that make you happy, okay? Take breaks.
Will do.
Like we are doing right now for the
Exactly.
next few hours. Watch some silly wingnuts with Mr. Jeff Holiday. Do some crafting. Do things that make you happy. Get outside. And if you do feel obligated to research and learn as much as you can about something that is going on, pick one topic, and be passionate about it. And then ignore the rest and have all of your friends also pick a topic. That way, we are all informed and we are all prepared, and their shock and awe does not work against us. Okay? I love my crab people. I see my crabs in the chat. I love you guys. And
crab
I never
people.
thought that when I bought this shirt in 2020, or was it 2020? Yeah, it was 2020. Defend equality. I'll be honest with you. I really didn't think that this would have to be more than just a slogan, but here we are. Here we are. In the year of our today, 2025. January has been a very long year, hasn't it? That's all I'll say. Hi. Hello, you slut.
Okay, we gotta talk. Yeah? I'm a grown-ass man. I don't potty, I piss. All right?
Okay.
We clear?
Sure. We can be clear.
All right. You might be a brat about it? You have a huge wad of Penny's hair right on your butt. Yes, got it for you. I got it for you. I got it. Thank you very much. It's gone. What?
I didn't know these had pockets until just now.
Yeah, you have pockets in your leggings.
I didn't know that these were here.
You learn something new every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, look at how much I can put my whole hand in it.
That is actually, those are pretty huge pockets.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Memory. Appreciate you. Yeah, you should. Absolutely. I'm super into it. Cool. Cool. Fantastic. Looking over at what the... Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, pockets are great. We still need the penny. The roundup is not complete without the penny. How about if you guys really want to see my dog, you're going to have to wait until the very end. You got to stick through the whole roundup to see my dog.
Sounds good to me.
That's all there is to it.
I want to see his dog.
I could monetarily hijack the stream. Be like, if you want to see my dog, you got to pay, you sluts. But no, it's okay. I promise I will give you dog. Random guy, Jimmy.
I remember when he first got Penny. I remember when Penny was just a little puppy.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably that's probably pretty accurate for sure. That's probably pretty accurate. If we throw her in a lake and she floats, that means she floats. And if she weighs the same as a duck or whatever the fuck it is. I can't remember how that fucking works. Anyway, music time. It's time for music, everybody.
This planet is completely alive. The whole consciousness is shifting, changing from underside. It's rising up from below as it moves away. The voice of loving light is coming through our bodies today.
Shake that booty all around as you listen for that galactivated sound.
Galactivated sound.
In the rhythm of life, the whole planet is awakening and she is alive.
Move and groove it as you get down.
Yeah, groove.
In the ground.
I believe all Wingnut content should come in music form from now on.
Yes, agreed.
Every single one. I love it. I fucking love it.
Jeff? What just happened? What's happening? Huh? Uh-oh. There we go.
I put 2 Wild Bills in here just because I knew Colorado Biker was going to be watching and because I want to torment him. Yep. Uh-oh. Stream is stalling. Oh, no! Did we have a brief interruption? Oh, it looks like maybe we did have a little brief interruption. Okay, cool. Okay, we're fine. All right, let's go!
We are back.
Good morning, everybody. Wild Bill for America here. Waiting for the sun to come up and encouraging you to be the warrior that God called you to be.
Sure.
And now that Donald
This is the
Trump
same
is
old
making
guy we
America
watched
great
earlier.
again, I say it's time
Gosh
for us
darn
to
it.
make kids safe again.
I don't like it when you talk about children, Bill. I don't like it when you talk about children. I think you should leave children alone, Bill.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah,
never had
Bill.
any,
Leave
you
them alone.
childless, unlikable, nasty old fuck.
I'm calling on the president to make child molesting a death penalty crime. If done right, that would bring the most evil agendas in America to a screeching halt.
You know, it's funny that you say that because, oddly enough, you can get the death penalty for quite a few different things. You can, yet they still happen. Isn't that weird?
That's true.
Isn't that strange? That seems strange. You know, like if you do something bad with a kid, you can already get anywhere from 5 to 30 to life in prison. Yet they still do it, almost like that kind of thing doesn't fucking stop it, and it doesn't matter. Like,
Public schools, pedophile priests, and medical professionals who mutilate children for the purposes of sexual perversion.
okay. I will give Bill a little credit because he mentioned pedophile priests, and he usually doesn't do that. He probably thinks they're all Catholic, to be fair. But you absolute fucking jackass. You absolute jackass. We're only 42 seconds into the goddamn video, and that's the point. That's the point of the video. He wants anybody who gives gender-affirming care the death penalty. That's the point. That's the whole
That's
point
disgusting.
of this. And he does this by making this performance about how he actually cares about the kids. You lying, sleazy fuck.
Need to
No,
learn
that's
the
disgusting.
hard truth that children are to be protected from sexual perverts, not handed over to them. President Trump, please release all the Jeffrey Epstein records and videos.
That's actually a pretty good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that there, actually. I'm just going to leave that there. Go on.
The American people need to know who the high-level child abusers are in our government and Hollywood.
Oh.
Yeah, it's staying up.
And when I say child molesting should be a death penalty crime, I'm not kidding. In the Bible, capital punishment was commanded by God as justice for despicable crimes. But in the USA, flaming liberal left-wing politics have made a mockery of justice.
Death penalty, you say. Death penalty, you say. Your words, not mine, buddy.
A couple of generations ago, public hangings were very effective crime deterrents. Today we have very little by way of effective crime deterrents. And one gigantic crime deterrent that has vanished in the USA is the teaching of morality and ethics in every classroom. When the flaming liberals succeeded in removing the Christian heritage from public school classrooms,
I can't stand this
they
guy.
set America on the road to moral depravity.
You know, we never actually took religion out of schools. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Nope. Never happened. Look it up.
And today, millions of children are suffering and threatened by morally depraved predators.
Yeah, they sure are.
Predators who, believe it or not, are politically protected under the guise of tolerance and left-wing politics.
Or their position.
Well, it's time to make kids safe again. Anyone convicted of child molesting should face capital punishment within 300 days from the date of conviction. That would allow for an expedited judicial review to ensure that all is done according to the law and evidence. If you agree with this message, then please pass this video to others.
How about I use this as a teaching moment, you know? As a teaching moment, or as a showcase, if you will, to explain how stupid
I
people,
just spaced
like
out.
yourself, useful idiots, will prop up and support dangerous predators, even go so far as to elevate them to the highest office in the land, and then run cover for that, and weaponize and belittle and downplay the actual real harms that are done to children in order to propagate your hate and your bigotry and your fear. Your fear. You're a fearful, lonely, unlikable, dusty old fuck, and nobody loves you. Trans rights.
Savage.
Trans people are real. They exist.
Trans
They won't be
rights.
erased.
Let's go.
Kiss my fucking ass, Wild Bill. Eat a dick.
Trans rights.
Go die. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. I'm not being nice anymore. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. Say with my whole ass chest, I don't give a shit. There is an opposite of reason for me to be nice anymore. There's every reason to be forthcoming and state exactly my principles. What a fucker. Yeah. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to, too. It's not just enough to say trans rights. It's not enough just to say that trans people are real. Because it's not just trans people. It's going to be people of any different gender persuasion. It's going to be people of any type of sexual expression. You know, that everybody's next. Everybody's next, and everybody's up to threat. And it's up to all of us to defend each other. You know? Yeah.
Yep.
Simple as that. Anyway, let's watch something funny.
Yay.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
This'll work.
So I was meditating at the beach.
It's him.
Chanting beautiful sacred ancient mantras. And then these dudes, they took off their clothes. I was already in my birthday suit. And they started to suck each other's hummus cannons as I was chanting. So I was like,
that would have been pretty weird. Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva.
Ooh, double-decker chocolate bars. That sounds so good.
Whoa.
Ooh, chocolate sounds amazing right now.
Sure, I get it.
And I can hear like,
that sounds so good.
And it was just so beautiful.
I don't really eat Reese's anymore because they're not fair trade, but I have made some of my own.
It sounds like you need to reach for the stars more, my dude.
It was a while ago. They were pretty good.
That seems like something that you would.
I love Reese's.
You would have done a long time ago. Call me crazy, you know. I feel like that's almost. Oh wait, hang on, shit. I gotta take that off. My bad. Sorry, Bill. Sorry about that. I feel like the fucking chat's got me. Got. I forgot what I was
What's the
gonna
chat
say.
saying?
I feel like he's lying. I feel like he's definitely.
Oh.
I feel like he's definitely done chanting while people suck each other off. That's all I'm trying to say. Fuck.
And then I went for a little swim and I looked over at the dudes, and then there were more dudes. There were like 3 dudes, and basically one was
it was quite a
being
while ago.
rolled onto his front
Like,
after his hummus cannon was sucked.
I don't even know if I was VTubing yet when I did it.
His stink portal. And I thought, wow,
his stink portal. I will make you some Reese's. I'll make some and send them to you. Don't worry, paper.
Hang on.
And I thought, wow, Zipolite, this is like Narnia.
That needs to be on my fucking. That needs to be on my soundboard. Wow, Zipolite. This is like Narnia. That is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Holy shit.
And I thought, wow, Zipolite, this is like Narnia.
Zipolite. Does that even mean anything?
That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy, dude. Oh, the face. Oh, dude, I know. Hang on. Let's just bask in this for a little bit. Just a minute. That should be my phone key lock screen. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good palate cleanser after a while, Bill, isn't it? I think so. We're taking a journey. We're on a journey. We're all going together, you know? Wow. It's. I mean, everything about it is funny, but it's just the wow fucking. Hang on. One more time. Hang on. I know. I'm sorry. I'm beating this.
When I thought, wow.
Wow.
Zipolite, this is like Narnia.
All right, moving on. I can't anymore. I do that too much, and I'm gonna be like, I never want to fucking hear that sound again. No. I'm just kind of going through a few different things here. Yeah. All right. Zipolite is okay. Is Zipolite a place? Because I think he's been like in Mexico or something like that. Matthew McConaughey. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty good. Anyway.
And how you guys doing? Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 8:19 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Tuesday, January 28th.
The satellite man has been hitting me in the face all day long. They have not stopped at all. They've been putting pressure on my face. They've been damaging the absorbent tissue of the cheek. They've been sinking in the bone. They've been smashing in on the bone. They've been sinking in on the palate area here. They are violating historic protection laws of my identity.
Sure.
Don't forget, I had facial injuries from when I was little, from the government damaging my face and trying to murder me. Don't forget, I was in a coma when I was little from government trying to murder me to steal my mother and father's estates from me. Don't forget these things. The government was trying to steal everything.
I did
from
forget
my
those
parents
things.
and from me.
It must have been the Satellite Man, because I totally did forget those things, actually. Fucking Satellite Man. It's always the fucking Satellite Man. When is he going to get a different, like, enemy? Who's this guy? It's Tony Chase. His channel is Tony Chase, I am not gay, not ever. But, notably, the government and the Satellite Man are constantly attacking his balls, his anus, his penis, and his vagina.
The government has no entitlement to nothing. They have no entitlement of nothing. The Satellite Man has caused this damage on my face.
You look fine.
That's not in the Royal Protocol.
You look great.
My face and cheeks are not supposed to be sunk in. Do not forget what my family heritage is. Reference to my race and religion, people do not have sunken in faces on my family history. This government man doing this must get prosecuted for violating documents that are supposed to protect my identity from hateful, jealous, psycho, fatal attraction type of people and 7 deadly sins of types of people. These government people and their behavior, their activities of spying, intentionally causing damage, covering it up. And these.
So, for those who aren't aware, Tony Chase, he is. God, he's been around for a long time, hasn't he? I feel like he's been around for quite a while. He is somebody who kind of defines the gang stalking genre, right? Like, his backstory is a wild fever dream of bananas that make no sense, and it can't be proven, of course. But he seems to truly believe it. But he not only is constantly gang stalked, he is monitored by a man using a satellite that also beams rays at him and attacks him, especially in his teeth. Yeah. So that's just like, it's really fascinating. And he makes sometimes like 30 videos a day. It's really
That's
wild.
insane.
It's really, really wild.
That's
so
crazy.
I tend to not make fun of Tony. I more just appreciate that Tony exists. He does sometimes
Understandable.
say some really not cool shit. He'll use some slurs that I do not appreciate, but he can kind of get away with it a little bit because he's obviously got a problem. But that's
Yeah.
okay. He just needs some moisturizer, maybe some hummus. Maybe. Is he married? I believe he believes he probably was married to a queen or something at some point. I don't know. Queen? I don't know. I don't know.
I want to get
just passively
art
enjoy Tony. I absorb
of
him
me,
for a little bit, and then I say,
and that in Jeff's
"You can
strip
ask
right
me
now.
questions about him that I just will not be able to." Give
I
you a
love his
satisfactory
outfit right now.
There are plenty of people in Tony's situation, though, that also seem to have a whole lot of problems. And they usually live on some varying degree of either care by private individuals and sometimes just off of disability. Sometimes, is what it is. Anyway, that fucking satellite man, yet again, is now causing his cheeks to be sunken in. And to be honest with you, I wish my jawbones looked as good as yours, Tony. I really wish they did. Maybe you could just have the satellite man beam some of that this direction, get more like a Adrian Brody kind of look going on. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. My face is too round. It's too round.
You look fine, Jeff. I like your face.
He married Spork's granddaughter after Jimmy Payne took his cheese and left. Indeed. No, it was a candy bar, and it was Spork's cousin. It was Jimmy Payne married Spork's cousin because they fell in love because he gave her a candy bar. That's what it was. Maybe also an eyebrow appointment. What, me? Are you talking shit on my eyebrows? Really? Do I need to get tweezed? Maybe threaded? Anyway, here's another one.
The world domination plan is creating a counterfeit of heaven.
Okay.
You don't know what heaven is, but what's trying to be given to you is an illusory, crappy, counterfeit version of heaven, which is whatever you want. What are your hopes and dreams? You can be anything you want. You can do anything you want.
Sure.
Just so long as you stay online all the time. And
unless your heaven is having to go and live on a fucking spaceship and work. Wear those stupid, shitty clothes that will show everybody your weird shaped, different sized balls. That's what we call a callback.
And the ultimate way of being online would be to have the internet inside your brain all the time and on everybody else's brain so that you could all be whatever you want together online. And then anybody who doesn't want to do that is going to be, rounded up and have their head cut off or made to be online all the time.
Okay.
It's a counterfeit of heaven. That's the plan for world domination. The beast system is the internet.
Yeah.
And we're being molded and shaped into it so that we can't get out because misery loves company and the devil wants everybody to go to hell. So he's trying to be like God, which he could never be. And he's trying to give us a counterfeit of heaven that he got kicked out of. And he knows that we don't really know what heaven is like. So he's like, heaven's whatever you want it to be. It's a difference between your will be done, God, and your will be done, do as thou will, do whatever you want down here.
That sounds awesome. Why the fuck do I want to live in God's heaven? Like, why can't I make my own? That sounds better. That sounds way better.
True.
Like, every time I've had a God explain to me what heaven's going to be like, suddenly I'm on a spaceship. I don't like it. I don't think it's cool. It doesn't sound very fun. If instead, my heaven can be whatever I want, that sounds really fucking spifftastic and cool as shit to me. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot like Fury Road, with me as Warlord, and my entire war band is extremely hot people, of both male, female, and trans varieties, all wearing skin-tight chainmail bikinis. riding shiny and chrome eternal on the Fury Road in the halls of Valhalla. That's my idea of heaven. That sounds great.
Sounds fantastic, Jeff.
I can't really emphasize how much my personality really is only shaped by two things: Fury Road and Twilight. Like, that's it. There's really nothing more deep to me than that. There's no thoughtful philosophical formations inside my brain and values from classical Russian literature. Nope. Formed by a stern ethical boundary that was crafted after learning the disciplines of religion and philosophy. Nope. It's all skin of a killer and shiny and chrome. That's it, baby. That's it. That's all there is. Nothing else. Take that out. Head empty. No thoughts.
That's evil, right? You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. We have surgeries. We have hormones.
That's okay.
We have,
I got 2 brain cells.
We have online all your fantasies and hopes and dreams, and now we have AI prompting. You can make your own movies. You can be whatever you want, just so long as you stay locked inside, isolated and alone and away from other people, straight down into hell. They really are making the Matrix around us, like the Matrix movies. So you have to unplug from the Matrix, and that means not being online. So I know you're watching this online, but we go into a hypnotic trance when we stay online, and we don't come out of it for an hour after we're online. Look at the brain scans of people who play video games. There is zero benefit to your brain health to ever play any single video game. And now think about how hard it is.
Okay. Why would anybody take that advice from you? Like,
literally,
your source is, because I say so, you should just believe it. Don't think about it too much. I'm totally serious, you guys. Like, you know. What? And, like, who the fuck are you to say these types of things? Like, obviously this guy doesn't play video games, and he does not seem like the best judge of character on what is best for our mental fitness. Now, of course, obviously, if you're online too much, take a break. But you know whose responsibility that is? Yours! Nobody else! Nobody else! Why do we gotta nanny state these people? Like, anybody. It's so fucking dumb. Video games do have benefits? Oh my god. Like hand-eye coordination and shit, problem solving, all sorts of different stuff. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love video games. I have no problem playing video games and then just stopping. I did more so when I was a kid have a problem with just like playing video games too much. But you find your vibe, you know, like you find stuff that you'll get really into, and then you'll burn out, and then you'll find something else and get into it or really burn out, and sometimes you'll be like, I'm playing too much, and then you'll go do something else. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It ain't that fucking deep. Anyway.
Yeah, when I was younger, I'd play video games for so long.
He's got a point.
Now that I'm
alter my brain to the point of no return.
Now that I'm older, I have a hard time actually like sticking and playing a game for as long as I used to.
I don't know if that's actually a thing, but where I'm kind of locked into games that I like to play, and it's hard for me to get into something new. So I don't get as excited about newer games as I used to. For instance, I still play Guild Wars 2. I play it every fucking day. Just enough to like drink my coffee and do my daily shit, and then I'm doing something else. I did end up really liking Marvel Rivals. That's a fun game. I really like
nice.
It's cool, but that's
plays
'cause I'm
Marvel
a comic book
Rivals,
nerd, and I've always loved Marvel comic books the most out of all of them. And then every now and then I will play Minecraft like casually for like 3 or 4 months, and then I won't touch it again for the rest of the year. I'll do that. But other than that, I don't play video games very much.
Relatable.
So I don't know. Like I see all these other ones coming out, and they're like Wukong and the Dark Souls kind of games and shit. And I look at them and I'm like, I'm gonna be so fucking bad at those things. I can't. There's no chance of me playing that. I will just look so embarrassed constantly.
Same.
Marvel Rivals is pretty good. It's pretty fun. Yeah. I used to be really hardcore into military sim games. I was really, really big into that. That will take up all of your free time. That is why I don't play them anymore. That is fucking nuts. No thanks. I'm over it. All right. Anyway, moving on. Goodbye, Tony. God damn it. Okay, I'm not quite ready for some more music. Not yet. I think I'm gonna push this next musical number off a little bit. Instead, we're gonna go with I saved some of the fucking craziest shit for the end of the roundup. This I think she's done a video like this before, and we've kind of
let's go.
New one. This is a new
that
one
vegan teacher. Let's go.
So
I didn't think she'd show up this time.
Hello, students.
Let's
Welcome
go.
to class. Today we have a new student whose name is ChatGPT. Let's hear what she has to say.
Okay.
10 ways that non-vegans are like Adolf Hitler, and 10 things they can do to show the world that they have decided to be saner than him.
I can't.
Yeah. Yup. Yeah, this is Hitler Was a Nice Guy episode 2. Mm-hmm.
Oh, why? Why?
Cool.
Is it? Is it cool? Is it cool?
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he supported branding sentient beings as property. Just as he dehumanized people and treated them as objects, you brand cows, pigs, and chickens as commodities for your consumption. Chicken.
That's pretty insulting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're wrong, that we do brand animals to be commodified for consumption and that sort of thing. Sure, that's not what Adolf did. That is not what he did, and it's a really far stretch to do so. And I
Literally.
think that's pretty fucked up on both fronts, both on the animal rights front and on the whole, Holocaust front, to try and smush those two together, because it kind of denigrates them both. Just saying.
Chickens have wings, not so they can end up on your plate. Yeah, but so they can fly short distances and feel the joy of the wind on their feathers. If you want to show the world that you are better than Adolf Hitler, stop supporting the branding and commodification of animals and choose plant-based alternatives instead.
Good.
2.
1 point.
Adolf Hitler was the...
You can totally tell. Okay, so obviously, you could totally, because ChatGPT now, for some reason, speaks in the same mannerisms as Miss Katie's batshit like rhetoric. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny. So this is like obviously pre-recorded. She's playing it through like a fucking machine or whatever.
The same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he puts sentient beings in gas chambers. Millions of pigs are suffocated and slaughtered in gas chambers today, just as he did to humans. Pigs are as intelligent as a 3-year-old child and form deep emotional bonds with their families. If you want to show the world that you are...
It's again, I know you guys don't, I don't have to tell you this, but just as like a commentary on it, obviously, again, denigrates both your animal rights and the Holocaust by conflating the two. There's a totally different intent in that. One is the systematic eradication of a race. The other is the cold, dismissive reality of the meat industry. Like, and I'm not even saying, like, because I still eat meat, but it's true. It's cold and dispassionate. That is what it is. They're not the same. They're not the same.
Yep.
Wasn't Hitler a vegetarian? I don't know if that was actually true or not. Does anybody want to look that up? Because I've heard that before, that Hitler was a vegetarian, but I don't know if that's true.
Are better than Adolf Hitler? Stop supporting gas chamber slaughterhouses and eat cruelty-free vegan food instead. 3.
Good.
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he exploited the innocent. Just as he exploited people for his gain, you fund industries that enslave and abuse animals who cannot fight back. Mother cows, for instance, cry for days when their calves are taken from them so humans can steal their milk.
True.
If you want to show the world that you are better than Adolf Hitler, stop supporting animal exploitation and buy ethical, plant-based products instead.
Another point.
4.
Jesus Christ, Miss Katie. Anyway, so she's still sipping her dumb fuck juice. Like it just is what it is. It's so fucking stupid. Probably
I don't like her.
I mean, yeah. It's one of those things like who the fuck knows. And also, if he was a vegetarian, who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? Like, it's who gives a shit? He wasn't a vegetarian for ethical reasons. He had a terrible diet. Meat gave him gas. That's very possible, too. That's very possible. Pescatarian? Sure. According to Wikipedia, he was a vegetarian towards the end of his life. Interesting. Huh. Well, I mean, whatever. He professed to be one, but he did eat ham, liver, and game at times. Interesting. Okay. He's high on meth.
Interesting.
That's true. Definitely high as fuck on the meth. Indeed. Hitler had gas. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I don't want to tell it. Oh. Yeah, all right. No. No. No, 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 no. Okay, yep, all right. I know what we're doing next. Here we go. This might be one of my favorite videos I've seen in a minute. It's so fucking stupid. It's so bad. This guy. The following has been
Oh,
approved
no.
for all audience by 7Trepid's Prepper channel. This is rated T for truth. Any sheeple should be accompanied by a guardian.
Hey, I hate it already.
It's so edgy. It's so edgy. Oh yeah, and he's got his intro on this too. God damn it. It's loud and annoying. I thought I had a time code on you, you fucker. He's looking like he looks very Unabomber today. It's pretty fucking awesome. That's right, baby. We're getting a driving video. The only thing more, like, one of the most clear examples that you were a fucking dipshit is recording a video while you're driving. You
literally
fucking dick. You absolute irresponsible piece of shit.
Welcome to 7Trepid's Prepper. Guys, in this video today, I'm leaving the dump right now, taking out the garbage. And this is going to come across probably really insensitive about what I'm about to say, but it was on my mind. And before somebody gets on to me today, yes, I trimmed up my beard. I'm going to start using beard oil on it because, man, guys, my beard is always rough. So we're going to try something new. So anyway,
fascinating.
Long and short of it, today I hauled off the garbage, and I was thinking, it just so happened this morning, 2 different instances come up on my Facebook, and I shared it. And I don't know if you remember back, but there was some people. Now I've got to speak in parables, so y'all know what I'm talking about today. It falls on my channel.
Before he gets into it, I just really want to point out he gets real thoughtful when he's dealing with garbage. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
That wanted people to participate in certain events between 2019 and 2023. And many of us had common sense, decency, and moral fiber to follow Most High Yah and would not participate in said event.
Getting vaccinated. Why in the it's getting vaccinated.
And so a lot of these people wanted us to go to concentration camps. I'm serious.
What?
This is facts. And
No.
When?
No.
When? When was anybody going to haul you off to a concentration camp?
Literally
you didn't
no.
Want to get a vaccine, you pussy. When? When did that happen?
And others treated us as if we were a plague. And those people are not long. They are unalived. They are no longer with us today.
What? So the people that got vaccinated? Or the people that, like, wanted you to get vaccinated are dead? What? What?
And very young people. And I just thought about it. I'm like, I'm not wanting to speak in place of most time, but I'm like, right now we're going through a season taking out the trash. And I don't mean to call my fellow man trash, but they made a conscientious decision. They corrupted something that was beautiful.
He's talking about just people that got vaccinated. Unless I'm a vampire now. Am I a vampire? Am I sparkling? Do I look like I'm sparkling?
I must be a vampire now too.
No. You're just full of shit. Damn it.
It's made in the Most High's image. And I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to guard your DNA with everything in you. Your children's DNA.
Make sure you don't dump it on the dirt, not in the ground, you know what I'm saying? Own on.
We're at a war for our lives, literally, at this point. The first time through was a practice run, I really believe, to see what can get gotten away with. This next time through, it's going to be game on. I'm telling you. Like,
what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, this guy has a really super nice, beautiful ranch in Tennessee.
Excuse me.
He's got a good amount of money. A nice fucking life. The dude has nothing to fucking worry about. And it comes down, again, to the rule of Wingnuts. He must be so fucking bored. he's got to invent this persecution complex of they're coming. We need to fight for my life. I gotta guard my DNA. Nobody gives a fuck about your goddamn DNA, Cletus. Shut the fuck up.
Cletus.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Come on.
Like I know you need to take a pause for a minute. I know we got everything from AI robots that are being created to kill us, to be a intimate partner with people, to drones flying in the skies, bombing people, to dropping Amazon packages, to lasers coming out of, it says
that's all your guys. That's all your guys. All the people who are behind that are all behind your guy. They were at his inauguration. Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck? Your guy is the one that pushed the fucking the vaccine.
What is it? The beast would cause fire to come down out of the heavens. Just remember to drive a blue vehicle and paint your roof blue. It's funny too that thing doesn't burn blue roofs, because blue is a symbol of the 10 Commands. I just thought about that. It's interesting, but I think the reason it don't burn them is because it thinks it's a water surface. That's Luke's scientific theory analysis.
Okay, so this requires some context. This is a very strange conspiracy that has been making its rounds around for a while. Is that drone or satellite laser-based weaponry will not fire on anything blue. So make sure you paint the roof of your car blue. So if you out there in the world ever see somebody with a regular color car but the roof is painted blue, that's why. That's why.
Okay, then.
A laser weapon that is going to be targeted to try and eliminate them, and they want to make sure it can't, because the only thing a superpowered laser weapon can be defeated by is blue paint.
We're gonna see people with literally everything, including their lawn blue.
Scientifical analysis.
But anyway, long and short of it, I can't tell you the number of people that are unalived with us today because of making a bad decision. And I'm going to tell you, these same people looked at you as if you were garbage and dirt. And now they are going in the dirt and they are being taken to the garbage. Like, I'm telling you, y'all is not mocked. So y'all do you, boo. I'm going to tell you, just on the sexual sins alone in my past, I should be burning in the lake of fire. Okay? Just
humble brag over here. What the fuck? I'm sorry. You are not giving cunt today, all right? From someone who is just chewing it up over here, honey, no.
The thoughts, the desires, the things that's went through Luke's mind, like, we all have a reason to go to the flame, all right? But I'm going to tell you this. Every day I wake up, I am grateful that I have one more day to go at this thing. One more day. And, they say George Washington done the same thing. He would always thank, for one more day. But I don't know if he thanked the same entity that I thank.
Probably not.
I think his G-O-D was different to my Elohim. Just saying.
Yeah. I've watched a bunch of this dude's videos. Most of them don't get on the roundup or anything like that. Obviously I made a video like giggling about this guy a while back as well. And he has some very strange beliefs. Very, very strange beliefs. He is oddly simping hard for black Hebrew Israelites. Like, really into it. Really, really super into it. I think he's got a black guy fetish. I think so. I don't think it's that. If you watch enough of his content, I think you'll agree with me. It's not that controversial to assume. I think he's really into black dudes. Like, super into black dudes. And not just, like, respect or appreciation of culture. I'm just saying, in my experience, I'm getting that vibe.
Based on the fact of Freemasonry and some other sketchy stuff now that I know he's participated in. But, I'll put it to you straight, is that you better get real locked in on standing wherever you are, whatever you believe, because the next time through is going to be a real hard pressed up on mankind. And on top of that, these people, that have went on and on and on and railed on people and were the hardest, heaviest proponents.
After what I was just talking about, him being like hard pressed and hard on and on and on, I just it's in my head now and I can't get it out. You know, like it is what it is.
For all this stuff, boy, you'd better watch out because now they're about to start taking their ales. They are going to start taking ales, and I mean royal fashion, guys. It is ugly out here.
Yeah.
So I hate it. I am so sorry, guys. I have been sick ever since like Thanksgiving. It's just this spray, this funk. I've seen people's done shout out to the video I done.
Maybe you have COVID.
About the fog. Because they've been sick and funked out. I mean, this is some weird, crazy times we're living in. But I'm going to tell you, you guard your DNA with everything in you. I mean, you guard your soul because the scripture says the life is in the blood. And I'm going to tell you this, everything Brother Luke's doing anymore is cold, calculated, all right? And, I mean, I don't care that, like, people can judge me for what I'm doing, but I'm still alive by the grace of y'all. And you better get cold and calculated, and when it comes to doing the right thing, and I don't mean be cold, loving your brother, sister, fellow mankind, because Scripture talks.
I have a suggestion. Maybe don't drive and record a video because it's dangerous. I don't know. That's just that's my suggestion.
Sounds like a good
we'll
idea.
Give it just a little bit more.
That's why I said that because iniquity abound, the love of many will grow cold. Now I ain't saying act like that, but I'm just saying this: that when you see how people are going one way or another, and it ain't on the same page as following the Father, you just make that cold cut.
Indeed.
Okay? And it may be because they want you to do said thing that's went on since 2019. And I'm going to tell you this. If my wife come in tomorrow, I love her. Under the Most High, I love her probably almost more than life itself some days. My soul yearns to be with her. But I'll tell you this. If she told me tomorrow that I had to go do that, I wouldn't even tell her I'm getting the U-Haul. I'd have the U-Haul at the house and her crap thrown out of my house as fast as I could. I don't even know.
Can we analyze this? Can we think about this for a minute? So, I love my wife more than life itself. I yearn, I burn for her. But if she said, I need you to get vaccinated, you would just legit move out. Not even, like, discuss it. Not even, like, have a conversation about it. Your conspiracy is so deep-rooted in your mind, you confidently, with your whole ass chest, are willing to say, if my wife even suggested that I should get the COVID vaccination, you would just legit leave. Really? 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 Like, because that's fucking extreme, bro.
Yeah, that's sad.
Very extreme. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't even know how to parse that shit out. You know what I mean?
If I'd sleep that night, like it would be a 24-hour clock-in shift to make sure that person was gone. And
he would move her out. He'd kick her out.
Oh.
You wouldn't even let her
Okay.
on the farm? Wow. What?
Dang. Okay.
You would kick your wife out? What the fuck, dude?
Saying that
This
as
guy
an
has
extreme example,
issues.
because I love her more than anybody in this world. And it is, I mean, it's just an absolute deal buster for me, okay? But there's other things. Don't ask me to put up with something unclean. Don't ask me to break the commands openly. Like, I already sin enough on my own accord. I don't need nobody else holding my hand, dragging me to the pit. So, you need to be mindful moving forward that the people that participated in that in 2019, these people will betray you. And furthermore, their meter's running, bro. I mean, like, they need to be, like, if you are one of those people that participated in that, you better be, like, going with your bucket list, doing all the things you ever wanted to do in your life, because the meter is freaking running. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it is so obvious at this point. First, it was the elderly. Then it was the athletes. Then it was the young people.
Yeah.
And now it's the middle-aged people and the 20s and 30s and 40-year-olds. And I'm telling you, you just better hold on tight, because the show has just begun.
All right. That's fucking nuts. Aoba Valtameri, thank you very much for gifting a channel sub. Appreciate you.
No problem,
Carlo,
Jeff. I
Watch
love
the
you.
roundup with the correct legal name and gender marker for the first time. Trans rights forever. Trans rights forever. Right back at you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Kara has been here for a long time watching the roundup with me, which is awesome. Thank you, Kara. Let's see. Good evening, Dr. Daddy Jeff. Moving to Eugene this summer to escape a right-wing hellhole. I'd love to buy you a drink and ask you to sign my book. Hoping all is well. Sure. Yeah, I'm super down. I'll be here. I'll be here. Trans rights, trans rights.
Trans
yeah,
rights.
I definitely, I was of the mind, you know, like, things are bananas. Things are pretty crazy. I would like to move to Belize. And I still feel that way. Definitely. But it's not really something that's likely. It's not really something that's just you can do, you know.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm just taking my own advice, and I'm letting it radicalize me, baby. Letting it just piss me off in all the right ways. Fuck it. Take that shit, turn it into energy. Put it into something.
I want to go
Make
to
something,
Greece.
Challenge something. Become a fucking problem. Belize is beautiful. I've been to Belize before. I actually got stuck in Belize because of COVID. Which is cool. Yeah.
I think I remember that, actually. Like,
I feel that about Costa Rica. Never been to Costa Rica.
excuse me.
But I do love Central and South America. I absolutely adore Central and South America. It's the best. So, you guys remember, you know, I've been watching the Devil Worshippers for a while on the Roundup for a long, long time. Long time. And they come and they go and all that sort of thing. Are you promoting my wiki feet in the chat, Virginia? Really?
Go check out his wiki
I mean,
feet.
they're right here, baby. They're right here. Yeah. Anyway, so I was watching the Devil Worshippers for a long time, and like EA co-editing got into legal trouble because one of his followers like murdered people, and then the ups and downs of J.S. Garrett and him losing his wife and now dating a very young girl. And then there's the one that always kind of slips by, El the Alchemist. And so I went to go check on El the Alchemist, and it appears that now he's really into music. And he's putting up music videos. And they are not what you would expect. Keep in mind, this is a guy that his whole life, as far as I've been able to figure out for a while now, is worshiping demons and selling scam radionics equipment. Like crystal transmitters and shit. And so you would think that if he's going to make music, it would have something to do with that. And maybe there's like some subtlety here that I'm not picking up on. But you know what? I'm just going to let this go. I'm going to let this play. And you guys, this is free advertisement for El the Alchemist's new album. So here you go. Oh, it's cool. I've heard it already. I'll be right back.
All right, let's go. Let's get groovy.
We picking up trash, yeah, we picking up trash. We picking
Huh?
up trash, yeah, we picking up trash. We picking up trash.
This is not what I was expecting. Yeah, picking up trash. This is a bop. A true banger. 10 out of 10. Yay! It's Penny.
Either you or crew, anything is possible. What we gotta do, getting through any obstacle. Let us see
Aw.
we are through. Be responsible.
She's so big now.
We're unstoppable. In sunshine, right on time. Let it shine. We define future lines. We design future time.
Aw.
Picking up trash, 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 trash. We picking up trash. Picking up trash, yeah, we picking up trash.
Aw. Should I do a cover of this?
honestly, it's not the worst rap I've ever heard. Also, when that dog first jumped up and hit me, she fucking clawed me right in my fucking nipple. Ow! Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah, very wholesome. Yeah, I did not expect a devil worshiper to be rapping about picking up trash. It's kind of great. It's oddly wholesome in a weird way. So you know what? Good for you, El the Alchemist. I really hope you stop associating with weird murderous devil worshippers. That'd be great. That would probably be a really good idea.
Thought, wow, Zipolite, this is like Narnia.
Zipolite. Yeah. Hail Satan and pick up trash. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, dude. I'm into it. He's ripping off Ray William Johnson's sound from a decade ago. Well, you know, it's kind of an OG at this point, right? Oh no, you didn't hear that before? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was earlier in the roundup we watched a Wild Naked Man video, and yeah, that's from. Okay. Anyway, here we go.
I want to speculate on something here that most of you will probably think I'm crazy for. But
Okay.
if
Oh,
they
I've
have
seen.
robots that are this good.
I've seen these
and
robots.
I know, probably as much as you know, that they have technology way, way better than they let us see. Well, then, what's better than this?
Wait. First of all, whoops does they? Anytime a wingnut says they, my brain goes to like any number of different places and all.
True though.
Right. Also, with the way things are now, like it used to be the trope, because this guy looks like he's a bit older, maybe around my age, maybe a little bit older, maybe I don't know. That was what you would always say, like, well, they keep the really good stuff hidden, and they only release, not as cutting edge. But that's not really true anymore. I really don't think so. That's just kind of like that's an artifact from a time long gone. And 3, how soon can I fuck that? I'm just putting it out there, Just put it out there.
I'll get to that in a second. But first, what you need to know is they practice their technology on us and see if we're smart enough to know that that's a hologram. So when they use
a hologram of a big exploding floppy peepee?
Their holograms in different ways, they know if we're going to be able to tell the difference. And now back to our what could possibly be better robotic technology than that. That looks pretty good. And let me first start off by saying what it's not. It's not this. A lot of people thought this was real, but that is just a woman playing the part and doing a really good job. But that's what they also like to do, muddy the waters.
Oh, so this woman doing a performance as a robot, that's conspiracy. They're trying to muddy the waters to make you not really able to question things. Gotcha. Yep.
So we don't know the difference. Now here's where the speculation comes in. I've done some videos on these guys, but this isn't that type of video where I say one is playing the other. Oh no, this is the video where I say, I think Keanu is literally a robot in
What?
Go on.
This premiere of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
Why don't we first listen to what Jim has to say about playing this role?
Now, a lot of people said, I don't know if you should do the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Jim. And I thought, you know what? It's the perfect character on the dawn of the AI and robotic revolution, And I'm right in the zeitgeist right now. I'm in a sweet spot.
Now on top of...
Okay, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? That's
What?
just relevance. That's just talking about whatever. Fuck it. Whatever.
Looking completely lifeless here. at this premiere, I want you to look at how he's
That's a still image, buddy.
moving. And as you watch his robotic, lifeless movements, I want you to also keep in mind what Jim said about being at the zeitgeist of the AI robotic movement.
Okay, when you edit it like that, yeah, I guess I kind of see it, but like that's because you edited it that way. What the fuck?
Now, I know Keanu is known for not being the sharpest tool in the shed, but this looks like
Fuck
something
you.
different to me.
You don't get to talk about anybody's intelligence, you fucking dipshit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Now, pay particular attention to how his hands move. And
Okay, that really pisses me off, though. People got this idea that in order to be a smart person, you have to sound like a smart person. You got to talk like a smart. Well, actually, you see, blah 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 blah. Accents play a big part in it too. People will say like, "Oh, well, you know, he seems like a really smart guy because he has like an English accent." Well, I know of a certain fucking Mr. Benjamin of Akkad, who's one of the biggest dipshits I've ever met in my fucking life. And he has a British accent, and that's probably the only saving grace why people think he's smart. There are lots of people like that. Tons of flaming fucking dipshits that just learned enough of a fucking thesaurus that people are suddenly like, they must be brilliant. And there's a lot of people that will sometimes discount my intelligence because I talk like a fucking ranting jackass half the time. And Keanu Reeves is a very, very
I feel like
humble
Jeff's
guy.
pretty smart.
He's a very humble dude, and yes, he's played a lot of dumb guys in movies, but that doesn't mean he's stupid. He seems to be very thoughtful, actually. Very emotionally intelligent man, probably because of the tragedies he's had in his life. There are lots of people out there. I don't think anybody should be judging others based upon some characteristic that they automatically deem they think they're going to be dumb or they're going to be fucking smart. People will surprise you. Sometimes in the wrong way, and sometimes in a great way. So I don't like that. I reject that wholeheartedly. I think we should be really not allowing that kind of prejudice to automatically filter us in, because we lose when we are that prejudiced, okay? We do ourselves a disservice when we do that. Anyway, fuck this guy. Shit.
Just how
Spitting
robotic
facts, though.
You and Jim Carrey. Met him I met him socially in passing once, like 6-7 years ago. But then really just hanging out for the first time in London at the premiere of Sonic 3, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And 2024 is coming to a close. Do you have anything on your bucket list for 2025?
I don't want to do bucket lists. I don't want to kick buckets. I don't want to put anything in the bucket. I don't know.
he literally misses his face where he's going to itch here. That seems off. And how
He has makeup on. They're all wearing makeup. These are fucking celebrities. Oh my god.
how he waves seems off. Like, he's not human.
What?
Now, like I said, this is pure.
He's goofy.
Speculation. I could be 1,000% wrong here.
You are.
But I'll tell you one thing I know I'm not wrong about. The fact that they want us confused. They don't want us to be able to tell the difference between.
I am not confused about that sex bot. Not at all. If ever there's been something I've been pretty sure about. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Anyway, fuck it. We'll finish this. There's not a lot left.
Between robotic and real life. And like I said, I think they intentionally muddy the waters to keep us confused because they claim these are robotics, and I think these are actually just actresses again.
Okay, but when can I get outfits like that? Because I would totally wear like crazy cyberpunk outfits like that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Now, like I said, I could be wrong, and that could just be Keanu being a goof, but
yeah.
I would almost guarantee that we probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between real and robotics based on the technology they have and the technology they're keeping hidden from us. But of course, this is all entertainment. I know that.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Yuki! What's next up? Oh, we're getting close to the end, fellas. And
no!
People of indeterminate, whatever you like. What's next? Oh, here we go.
I let one loose while tying my shoe.
Jesus.
What? Ew! Oh, I did not want to hear that. Ew. It's so gross.
Yep. Are you curious about that one? Do I need to play it again? I don't know. I don't know.
No.
All right. So the last two videos, he was just singing, and I think he had diarrhea. God damn it! Fine. Here.
I let one loose.
Dang it.
While tying my shoe. Bolly belly.
Ew.
A few of you seemed confused. I want to make sure you actually got to hear what he had to say. The last two videos are kind of related. So, I didn't really get a chance to find a video that I wanted to share about a fascinating wingnut situation called the fog. The fog. You gotta be careful of the fog. Massive fog banks covered a bunch of the United States of America for days, and it caused weird shit to happen. And this was the source of many wingnut conspiracy theories. Absolutely bizarre, weird stuff. Not the least of which is what happened here.
All right. Help me out, TikTok. Am I going crazy? So, I have an outdoor cat, and I bought him a can of Fancy Feast. Fancy Feast Turkey and Giblets Feast. Here's all the information. This is what I found today.
Your cat? Your cat turned into Fancy Feast? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Oh, shit!
Haven't caught enough streams recently. And
69.
13 asking for feet during Passion.
That's true.
So here's something nice for the roundup instead. You take care of yourself.
That is very generous of you, Daniel. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate that. That's really cool. Thank you. Content warning soon. This is probably your content warning here. You know what? We're breaking with tradition. There's no pee videos this month.
Whoa.
There's none. Nobody drank their pee.
There's no pee videos.
Are we having an effect? Probably not. Is it probably because people are cold? Maybe. I don't know. But there's no pee videos. There's
no pee videos this month.
They're still very gross. So, I mean, sure. Here's your content warning. Yeah, I love 13 too. 13's awesome. He's a cool dude. Yeah, no pee. No pee. So here we go. He had this can. Left this can out overnight.
This hair is growing out of.
That made me itchy.
And it's coarse hair.
Oh, God.
It's the same color as my cat, but my cat is a.
Oh.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Yesterday and today was really, really foggy. And then I'm walking in the yard and I see.
I don't think I can look.
Hair growing out of.
More hair. Oh.
Cat poo.
There's hair growing out of the cat poop. Now, so hair
Ew.
growing out of cat food, and now hair growing out of cat poop.
Ew.
Now, what do you think she does when she finds hair growing out of cat poop? Just guess. Guess right now.
Probably
what
grabs
do you
it.
think she does with the hairy cat poop? What do you think she does?
On the ground.
Ew, I can't look at that.
Like that long.
She starts touching it.
The cat poo.
Ew.
Why are you touching
I've
it?
seen anything like that. And then I've seen people on TikTok say they've seen it since the fog yesterday. So.
Why did you touch the poop? Why did you? No, thankfully she doesn't eat it. Thankfully. God, but you do have to wonder sometimes with some of these videos, especially at the end of the roundup. But yes, she's petting the poop. She's petting the poop, petting the hair coming off the poop, the hairy poop. What do you do when you find hairy poop? Me? I call for an exorcist, first of all.
Yeah.
Never happened. But, okay. Both of them are because of the fog. Well, what is it? It's fucking mold. It's a fungus. It's just fucking fungus. There are so many different types of fungus, and they are all wild and rare and different types of environmental conditions will cause them to suddenly sprout up, and they haven't sprouted up in sometimes decades. It's just fungus.
True.
It's just a fungus, and they're like, oh, that's so fucking interesting. I'm just gonna fucking touch with it. And all of that. It's so gross. So gross. So fucking gnarly and nasty. Jesus. Bob Larson needs to exercise that cat poop. I agree. But for the love of fuck, if you find hairy
It's
cat shit,
Jezebel.
don't touch it. If you find any kind of mold, you need to be careful because a lot of mold can be dangerous.
Mhm.
And absolutely, if you find moldy meat, don't eat it.
Yeah.
This meat has some mold on the bottom, but that's okay. I'm just gonna not eat the part with the mold. And so
Oh,
raw
no.
meat's really hard to eat generally if you eat it whole. So you got to cut it up into small pieces unless you get a really tender cut. But I always
Oh,
buy the
no.
cheapest one, and it's usually tough. And you know, you always gotta have a little bit of butter with it. And so I'm having a little bit of meat right when I wake up just to get.
Oh,
some energy for the day.
nasty.
You know, like you're supposed to suck a few eggs when you wake up in the morning, but I do that. But the raw meat really is what gives you stable energy for the day. So I recommend you have at least a golf ball sized piece of meat with a tablespoon of butter immediately upon waking, and it will help you to have a much more productive day.
Can we
Oh,
please go
it's
back
so
to
nasty.
the pee videos, please? Yes. Next month we will go back to the pee videos, I promise. Mold is much bigger than the spores you can see. Agreed. Yeah. Absolutely. Do not fuck with mold. Don't fuck with mold. It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Gross. You tapping? It's fine. We're done. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the end.
Wait,
You
what?
made it, though. That's the thing. Like a gauntlet. Like a Klingon challenging the line of pain sticks. You have come out victorious.
Yeah.
Glory to you and your house. Good job. Good job.
Oh, I'm still all itchy.
What the fuck? Well, yet again, look. So, so nasty. So fucking nasty. I had to choose between that and Frank Tufano. I thought Frank Tufano was eating raw meat again, but like, God, he just made the most boring video, and like trying to hide his face, and it's just sad. It's gonna bring people down. Things are tough. Things are tough all over. And you know what? Whether the Titanic is floating or sinking, I will always be there at least once a month to play the violin for you. I care about you. I'm very, very privileged and honored to be able to join you once a month, to bring me into your lives, to have some fun with me, a few laughs, a few rants, some anger, my nipple getting clawed, and way too much information about my balls. But you know what? That's what makes the Roundup special. That's what makes it so very intimate and important to me, and hopefully also to you. So, as always, my name is Jeff Holiday. From my family to yours, I hope you are well. I hope they are well. And we have to take care of ourselves and then each other. And I'll see you guys 1 month from today. And what
Yay.
Back, clean out back, art is that?
Oh.
Picking up trash.
All right, guys. That's as I said. Sorry. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great time. I'll see you
Bye.
later. 1 month from today. We're going to have a fucking blast. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Until then, mwah, I love you. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hopefully I'll be able to make the next one.
Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on
Okay, let's mute that. Just gotta send some more hearts, and then I'm good. Okay. I miss watching Wingnut Roundup. I used to watch literally every month, but then work happened. But anyways, that was the Wingnut Roundup. Thank you for being here with me. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. Should we do this again next time? If I if it lands on a day I don't work. Personally, I'm down, but I will see. I'll see what others think. But anyways, that will be it for now. So until the next time on next Tuesday. Yes, next Tuesday. Bye bye. See you next time, and thank you for being here. Bye bye.